Yamal. I'm bored of it. I'm bored of it. It's like, man. Yo. What the fuck is good? How are y'all doing? How are y'all feeling? How are you all living, man? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the fucking stream, baby. It is so good to see your beautiful faces with us right here, right now. Man, it feels good to be back. It feels good to be back. It feels good to be back. I'm gonna be honest. What you all want me to do tomorrow? The market's closed. I know we used to be a crypto stream, but we're a stock stream now, and my entire day revolves around stock market open. What do I do? What do you want me to do? You want me to stream? You want to take it off tomorrow? What do you want to do? Be honest. What do you want to do tomorrow? You tell me. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? USA game is on during stream. What do you want? What do you want to do tomorrow? What do you want to do? Should we pirate a movie? Take the day. Everyone here's talking about take the day off. What the fuck happened to you guys? What happened to you guys, man? What? Take the day. What happened to you guys, man? What the fuck? History of markets. I like that. We could do like reading. Yo, Razor made me money. What did he make you money? We could do like a read aloud thread. You deserve it. Henry, you just want the day off, bro. You work with us. Talking about thread, you deserve it. Bro just doesn't want to work tomorrow. What? Talking about thread guy, you deserve it. Bro, you work with us. What do you mean thread guy, you deserve it? Bro just doesn't want to do the recap tomorrow. That is insane. That is nuts. That is nuts. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, but it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy because it happened so fast. Where, I mean, there was streams not that long ago where the market was closed and I didn't even know. I genuinely did not even know when the market was closed, like 3 months ago. Well, let's watch The Big Short on stream, bro. If I could watch if we could do movies on stream without like going to jail, we would so do it. I still want to do an event, an IRL event, where we rent out a movie theater, bring a bartender, bring like a quiet DJ to play like quiet music, an AMC preferably, and we watch The Big Short. I want to do it so bad. I would do it, but we can't do it. We genuinely cannot do it. If we did it on Twitch, I think I'll go to jail. I actually think I'll go to jail if I did it on Twitch. So it's a beautiful day today. Finally, we are done with Kevin Warsh for 6 weeks. You are definitely going to hear that name a lot today, but we don't have to watch him for 6 more weeks. We have a million things to talk about. It's TJ Sim Sophia. You're a real ball knower, bro. You're a real ball knower. We have a lot to talk about today. We have updates on GTA, which that brother Wavy 80 is gonna love. Take Two pumping. We have Michael Saylor, which is gonna be the first thing we talk about. We have Midjourney released as medical device. It's crazy. There's a couple stocks related to Midjourney that are ripping. I have a section called Fuck Meta, which is a little bit hyperbolic, but Meta's in a really, really tough spot. We have a Kevin Warsh Fed section. We have a Donald Trump pumping stocks section, but a new one. We'll do market close. We're going to talk about G7. We're going to talk about Iran updates. We're going to talk about stocks. We're going to talk about AI. We're going to talk about Chinese AI. We're going to talk about crypto. We're going to talk about Becky Quick. By the way, Becky Quick has motion. I don't know if y'all knew this, but Becky Quick has crazy motion. And she just did this interview that has like, bro, Becky Quick just did an interview that has like 50,000 views in 2 days. I knew she had motion, but I didn't realize it was like that. Who is that? Becky Quick is, you want to know who she is? This is Becky Quick.
Andrew, if Bitcoin falls 90% for the next 4 years, we'll refinance the debt.
Refinance where, Michael?
We'll just roll it forward. I mean, again.
But yeah. you think banks would lend to you at that point?
Yeah, because the volatility of Bitcoin is such that there's always going to be value. Look, you're at 68,000 right now. Literally has to fall to 8,000. Then we just refinance the debt. If you think it's going to zero, then we'll deal with that. But I don't think it's going to zero, and I don't think it's going to 8,000 either.
Refinance the debt where, Michael? Refinance the debt where, Michael? So the strategy situation is in a really, really, really tough spot. It's definitely the most in jeopardy that it's ever been right now, and we are going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. So look, if you are watching on YouTube or Twitter, dude, they're in here talking about, look at this. YouTube gang, rise up. YouTube gang, rise up. They're in here talking about YouTube gang, rise up. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitter and you would like to chat, I would love to chat with you guys on YouTube, but I just don't see it. And twitch.tv/threadguy. And on that note, we have a lot to talk about. Best not to waste time. Let's just get right into it today. Let's start with a little roll call, baby. Roll call. Who's here? Caleb, what's good? Spicy Meatball. Mando, what's good? Sparky, what's good? Tingle, Kevin, Zaru, Jackson, Proof, Holland, what's good? Stardink, what's good? Viblet, what's good? Codex, what's good? Teo, what's good? Kenny, what's good? White, what's good? Wavy, Proof of Work, what's good? Fuck the YouTube gang. Psych nah. Gentani, what's good? Hidden Character, what's good? Nasif, what's good? DNAP, what's good? Jesse, what's good? Gorilla, what's good? Seth. If you're on YouTube, man, just come on. YouTube gang rise up. They're spamming it. It's awesome. G-Man, what's good? Riley, what's good? Caleb, what is good? Tyler, what is good? Turi, what is good? Flood, my crib feel like a hedge fund. I'm being here just throwing up. Blowing ass and one until I'm done fucking London up. I can't fuck with broke boys. Tyler Davis, what's good? Rockefeller, what's good? Lit, BB, what's good? All right, look, we have a lot to talk about. I want to talk about Saylor. Damn, Flood tweeted he de-risked. That kind of made me sad, I'm not going to lie. He was like the last bull standing, and he made a good stand. I think he really did make a good stand, but we'll get there in a minute. First and foremost, IRL events. My favorite trade. AMC is like a hedge. I sold my Bitcoin to buy AMC, and it's outperformed like 7 years of Bitcoin PA, which is nuts. But there is a parade in New York City. Bought 60, sold 64. Can't complain about that. There's a parade right now in New York City for the Knicks championship. And I'm not going to the parade, bro. There's no way. I know people that went to this thing and they woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I have like friends that went to the New York parade and they were up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to this thing. And so someone just tweeted this. It was so crowded trying to get to the Knicks parade. I couldn't even get out of the subway station for threadguy with the headphones for to get the head dent. Come on, bro. Couldn't get out of the subway station for almost 30 minutes. Bro, I would genuinely have a panic attack. Bro, if I was stuck in the train for 30 minutes, I would genuinely have a panic attack. But it's crazy. Like, I'm watching these videos. Look at these videos, bro. I can't believe I was reluctant to get. I can't believe I was reluctant. Look at this. Look at this, bro. It's endless. Every street in New York, everywhere, there's people. Look at this. I can't believe I was reluctant for so long. Yeah, the video is funny. Tyler Kolek. They didn't realize he was on the team. They didn't realize bro started like 20 games this year. Look at this. He got detained. He like plays. He gets minutes. To be fair, it looks like me out there running around though with a backwards hat on and shorts. It's yeah, New York right now is nuts. I can't believe I was in denial for so long about the city. And by the way, I'm just gonna say it. Mom Donnie right now is low-key on a sun run. Imagine you take over as the mayor of New York City and the Knicks just bink. Knicks bink. Jackson Dart is your quarterback in New York. You got Trump going to games. You got the parade going on. Like, perfect timing, bro. Absolutely perfect timing. I'm a diehard Jets fan my whole life, but the script right now for New York City is insane. I can't lie.
Here not just because.
Like, what are these headlines? NYC Mayor Mamdani shuts at Tom Thibodeau in his speech at the New York parade. Shout out Iman Shumpert. Also, yeah, St. John's is super lit right now. It's crazy. Yankees are lit right now too. It's unbelievable. So that's that. Cash App dropped an update, by the way. I love this shit. I love this shit. They dropped an update on their wand tap to pay card. I don't know what it is about this, but I think these products are going to sell so well, bro. These like charmed out credit card idea is going to sell so well. I love it. The wand is one of my favorite things ever. I want the wand. These charmed out credit cards are going to sell so good. Are you going to get robbed? Yes. Okay, yes. It's like when people used to, it's like, remember people used to walk around with the digital chain that had like their Bored Ape on it? And it was like begging people to rob them. Yes, fair. But at the same time, people walk around with six-figure watches on. People walk around with six-figure watches on. And so it's the same thing, basically. It's basically the same. It's like when Ledger dropped merch and they dropped the like necklace carrier to like put your ledger in the neck. Yeah, seven-figure watch. Okay, number 3 on the intro before we talk about Saylor. I'm trying to buy some time because I don't really want to look. Number 3. Bodegas are selling peptides now. Have you seen this or no? I'm just going to say this. I was in this bodega the other day, and I'm used to like gas stations like in Virginia. They don't really do the bodega like deli thing, but they do like nice gas stations like 7-Eleven and things like this. They don't do the Aki way, but they do like Wawas and shit where I'm from. They do Shell. They do like Wawa. They do Sheets. Where I'm from, like in Richmond, they do Sheets. And so it's basically like a New York bodega. But I went to this one the other day, and they had like a fourth of the store dedicated to the Rhino pills. A fourth of the store was dedicated to the Rhino pills, like hundreds of options. And I'm used to they just sell the big blue guys, and you go in there if you're really down bad and you pop one. But I'm in this spot the other day, and it's a fourth of the store. It's like a pharmacy. They have, some of them are out. Some of them are like locked up and gated. They have different brands. They have name brands. They have deli brands. They have different types, different active ingredients. It's like a pharmacy inside the bodega. And I don't know. I haven't seen this yet, but hey, chat, you all see the clavicular nose job? What do you think? Speaking of peptides, thoughts? I don't really want to show it, but yeah. You know, I thought he had a particularly nice nose before, but it is what it is. And last but not least, apparently everyone who's 30 to 55 randomly stops whatever they're doing to take a rest, watching minutes to hours of short form videos that way every day. Chat, are your parents one-shotted by short form video or no? Like your uncles, your relative, your parents. Like, is your mom on YouTube Reels? Is your dad watching AI slop on Facebook? My mom loves YouTube Shorts. Not really. I don't really feel like mine are. My mom is active on socials. I'm an unk. The answer is no. It's like a smoke break. I really don't think my parents are at all. And I don't think my friends' parents are either. But I see it in public. I see it in public a lot. My mom is sending me Instagram Reels. My mom is on IG Reels, but I don't think she's like one-shotted by it. Like, I don't think she's fried off the IG Reels. Like, she's not watching the fruit videos. Your grandpa is cooked. That's insane. Your grandpa is cooked by Facebook Reels. I'm 32. I take 5 to 10 minute breaks every day and doom watch slap. I do as well, by the way. Like, when I'm done with anything, I sit down outside and the first thing I do is open TikTok. Recently, for me, TikTok has been Itachi Uchiha aura edits and then Misa Amane like aura edits. I've been watching hella Misa Amane edits in like light, a lot of them recently. But all right, look, we have a lot to talk about. We're not going to waste too much time on the intros. One more time, if you're on YouTube, Twitter, whatever, and you like to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. Naruto TCG announced today. Also, Malcolm, it is so hot in here. I'm going to die. Naruto TCG. Is that true? How did I miss this? No way. Wow, this is going to go crazy. Naruto trading card game teased ahead of 2027 global law. I mean, bro, they're buying One Piece. That shit is ass. Bandai Card Games has a new TCG in the works. This time focusing on the world of Naruto. A strategy-focused title for competitive trading card game audience with eyes on the global launch in 2027. There's a trailer? No way. Stop. Nah. Oh, this is not it. Dude, is this the Trump coin for cards? This is actually the Trump coin for cards. That was terrible. Who owns Naruto? Is Naruto IP public stock? No, right? No. Yeah, that was fucking terrible. That trailer was ass, but it's gonna sell like crazy. All right. God, my whole thing is all jacked up. My OBS is tripping. There we go. All right, we have a lot to talk about today. Sorry for the bell prematurely. Let's just get right into topics. First and foremost, we have a potential disaster on our hands with Stretch, Michael Saylor, strategy, Bitcoin, and everything in between. So I haven't taken this trade. I got to give credit. Tulip King is in it. Don't mean to front run you. Beige shoot with the violet lights looking dope. Thanks, man. Bud is crazy, but thanks, man. You're the goat, Elio. And Mando has been telling me about this trade for a while with strategy short. I don't know if he's in it, but he's been DMing me back and forth on this for a while. Now, he did get knocked down a notch on the gold long, but he's been shouting this one out for a while. Also, Intel 134. So as it currently stands, stretch is 87.30. It hit a low of 82.61, which is very far from the peg at 100. Bitcoin is 62.6. Is Bud derogatory or something? I'm just trolling you. I love you. And hit a low of 62.1. And then strategy right now is, oh my God, Tulip King is rich. Tulip King, what's your entry on this short? Strategy is 109.58. And it hit a low of 107.89. I haven't taken any trade as it relates to this. I've sort of just, I felt like I didn't understand the Saylor Ponzi the whole way up. And then as it's starting to unravel on the way down, I'm figuring, I don't know, man. There's people that are way smarter than me that really like stretch. I've sort of just stayed out of it. This is absolutely an event-driven type of spot. I think the real spot was Saylor sold Bitcoin. What was the date that Michael Saylor announced they sold Bitcoin? What date did Saylor announce they sold 32 BTC? This was the actual trade. It was publicly disclosed on June 1st. Oh, wait, let's look. It's publicly disclosed on June 1st that Saylor sold Bitcoin. Rhino holds 0 spot BTC. I'm going to be honest, for the first time in like 2 years, I hold 0. Wow. Watch this. June 1st. You could have opened a short on BTC at the bottom of the June 1st candle, like the pico bottom of that candle. And you could have ripped 17% in a straight line. I did. I've sold. I've sold. I have. I could tell you the story in a minute. I've said it on stream, but maybe like bits and pieces. I just like rage sold, man. And then on the strategy chart, this is really where you could have done it. They announced it on June 1st. It was a Monday. Market closed at 148. You could have entered on that 148. You could have done it at the close 149.76. Rode this down 25% in a straight line. They bounced it. You would have, at the worst, been up 9% and then rode it back down to where we are right now, which is 27% in a straight line. That was the actual trade. And I don't know. I was kind of, some of these times I feel like on these event-driven spots, we recognize it. And I'm kind of just like a little fried. I'm a little fried sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just a little like, so anyways, Saylor's in a really tough spot now because, you know, they made this post the other day. I want to show you this post. Let's like work through this a little bit. So they made this post yesterday and said we have 32 years of dividend coverage through our Bitcoin reserve. Our BTC reserve creates long-term durability. They have $55 billion in Bitcoin, 1.7 B in dividends annually. They have 32 years of coverage, and the break-even Bitcoin ARR is 3.1%. The two things are completely disregarded in this post. One is there's no way they're pulling out $55 billion. If they were theoretically, if they had to stack BTC, there is no way they are pulling $55 billion out of it. Absolutely not. The second thing is they wiped many, many, many billions, double-digit billions, off of a 32 Bitcoin sale as is. And so what's 32 years right now was like 50 years, 45, 50 years. After a 32 Bitcoin sale, it's now 32 years. And so Oh, Minimax is now in Hyperliquid. We'll look at that shortly. They find themselves in a very tough spot where Stretch offers, I think, 11.5% dividend at 100. And the lower it goes, the more yield they have to offer to convince people to buy this thing and bring it back to the peg at 100. In order to pay that new yield, they have to sell more MicroStrategy shares or sell more Bitcoin or both. They destroy the Bitcoin per share, which is the only reason people held in the first place. And they find themselves in this like death spiral. And so it really works on the way up and it really crushes on the way down. And so I'm trying to figure out today and over the last couple of days, like, how is this going to play out? Like, what options do you have if you're Michael Saylor? What options do you have if you're Saylor? And the consensus take seems to be, it's not a very good option, but it seems to be the best option, is to sell a massive stack of Bitcoin right now. He probably should have done it when he sold 32 because he got the worst of both worlds. You got no liquidity out. You didn't actually test the market, and you nuked Bitcoin like 10, 15%. Nuked Bitcoin 50%, and you got nothing out of it. Nothing out of it. You didn't test anything. And so option number one, or first thing to do, sell $5 to $10 billion worth of Bitcoin as soon as humanly possible, which, I don't know, the longer we go here, the less time you have to do that. Get the board to approve a 4-year lockup of the remaining Bitcoin stack with a vesting schedule, ideally on-chain so they can't renegotiate later. This removes the overhang risk completely and establishes Saylor as the true CEO of Bitcoin with aligned incentives and a path to long-term success. If he doesn't do that, the market will fire him. Simple as that. Now, what I'm not sure of is if Saylor locks up BTC for 4 years, are people going to be able to rip this thing in spite of that overhang, in spite of like 4 or 5% of the supply locked up, ready to be unlocked? I'm not really sure that they will. Does that just make it worse? I don't know. Like, would you rip Bitcoin to new all-time highs with knowing that Saylor gets unlocked and he's prepared to sell the second it unlocks? I don't know. And so if he doesn't do that, the market will fire him. Simple as that. I said a week ago, people called me crazy. I assume they'll still call me crazy this week too, but eventually it'll become clear that this is the only way out for him. The real economic cost of locking up half of his stack is essentially zero anyways. He's not going to be able to sell the last 50% for an average price that isn't horrible. Might as well lock it up so people can sleep easy. Also, let's pause real quick. Minimax just got listed on Hyperliquid. How much volume? 1.5 mil volume. So here's the thing, like, I don't understand this Ponzi that well, but I understand it enough. I think it's an interesting proposal to say Saylor should just take all of the BTC that he has and lock it up. You probably pump. We probably pump. You give the market a breath of fresh air. You let people like chill for a second. You probably like stop the death spiral. But then this number, I feel like, becomes very unclear. Because the market, how much confidence do you have in his ability to raise cash? Because his only underlying asset is now locked. Like, he's completely stuck. And so the only thing he can do is just dilute infinite strategy shares. Like, you can't even threaten to sell Bitcoin if you lock it all up. You can't threaten to sell it. You can't even threaten. The only thing you can do is dilute. And I feel like you still get strategy in this death spiral, because why would anyone want to hold it? And so, yeah, this whole thing is reliant on Bitcoin going up. And it doesn't seem like Bitcoin is willing or able or will go up until something drastic happens here. And so I don't know. Let's just like read a couple takes. He really does not have that many cards. Strategy Pickle continues. What I laid out 2 weeks ago was the only viable path to save Bitcoin and MSTR in the short term. Either sell it, this seems to be the consensus. Either sell an enormous amount of Bitcoin and strategy to help bring Stretch back up near par, and at least buy yourself some time, or continue to watch every part of your cap structure melt because of the uncertainty you've created. My base case right now, 70% odds they just keep doing what they're doing. Selling small amounts of MSTR every month at non-accretive levels, crushing the stock until it gets to 0.7 MNAV. This would give Stretch holders at least a glimmer of hope, and Bitcoin will be fine, but MSTR would get hammered. 25% chance he does the right thing. Admits he messed up when he bought back the debt. Sells $3 to $4 billion, which he shouldn't have done, by the way. He raised enough cash to pay the dividend forever. Spent it back buying strategy debt. Sell 3 to 4 billion of Bitcoin. Buys a ton of time. Marginally good for MSTR, good for stretch, bad for Bitcoin short term, but good long term. 5% chance he does the nuclear option. Kills the dividends, letting the prefers fall to 30 to 40 cents on the dollar, which will close the capital markets to him, but at least shuts off the 1.7 billion per year cash outlay problem and gives Bitcoin a chance to recover over several years. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty nuclear. I don't really know what you do if you're a Saylor at this stage, but the market smells blood and they're fucking coming for it. Yeah, this is the tweet I was looking for. The real problem. Last time Saylor tweeted something retarded like this, he had 60 years of dividend coverage. He lost 28 years in 5 months. Very reassuring. And so there's also this clip, which is classic. Was it Zach Vole? This is maybe the worst clip from the whole thing.
When we did stretch, I designed all these with AI. I couldn't have done it myself. I literally sat and I used artificial intelligence and I went back and forth with the AI for a few hours. And
so you were just on ChatGPT, just like the rest of us, figuring out how to design these different offerings.
And arguing with it and saying, can I do this? Can I do that? When we did stretch, I designed all these with AI. I couldn't.
Some of these clips, as time goes on.
I live here.
Are you on vacation here?
I live here. I'm retired. I just don't think I'm meant to live an uncomfortable life.
Wow. How did you make it?
I worked hard as an engineer to save money. Again. Then I put my savings into Stretch.
What is Stretch?
Stretch is a stock. Right now I get about 11% a year in dividends. Nice.
It's the stretch, yeah, the stretch, 11.
Let's say this thing does blow up. Let's say this really does. Let's say Saylor blows up, he death spirals, the whole thing blows up. They're going to look back in 5 years, 10 years, economists, many years from now, they're going to look back and they are going to say, wow, the people of the 2020s were so retarded. How did they not know this was going to blow up? And the answer is everybody did. I don't really think anyone thought this was a good idea at any point. Almost at no point did anyone think this was a good idea. Now, people thought it was a good investment, but the people that thought it was a good investment took the stance of they have enough cash for like a year or two and then we'll get the fuck out. That was the bull case. Like, this is the Tyke bull case. It's going to end terrible. It's a really bad idea, but for 6 months, maybe 12 months, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome for a year. It's free money for a year, and then it's going to blow up, but it's not going to be my problem. And so they're going to look back, and they're going to say, how were these guys so retarded that they funded the stretch thing? But in reality, everybody knew. Everybody knew. The people buying it knew. The people selling it knew. The people on the sidelines knew. The people that wanted to buy it knew. I feel like everybody had the same stance on this. It was more or less, I don't know how it's going to blow up, but it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. But it's going to be fine for 6 months. To me, that was the perspective. The Tyke Bull video was that. And so I know Tulip King is really, I mean, let's check in. Where are we? 110. 110 on strategy. 62.6 on Bitcoin. 87.3 on stretch. Donald, so do I get this right? Saylor buys Bitcoin, issues stretch, buys more Bitcoin with proceeds as market goes up. Average buy price of infinity. Eventually market goes down. Stretch depegs. Saylor sells Bitcoin below his average to repeg stretch. Market moves even lower below his average. Sells even more Bitcoin to repay stretch. Eventually market recovers. Saylor issues more stretch. Buys now more expensive Bitcoin. Repeat. If I'm a duck, but even to me this sounds very retarded. If I understand this correctly, it's the worst Ponzi I've ever seen. And this is the last but underappreciated part, I think. Maybe it doesn't matter that much for Hyperliquid, but for everything else it does. It's underappreciated how much the crypto market relies on Bitcoin aside from the even philosophical perspective. 30% of all Aave deposits are Bitcoin. 45% of Morpho deposits are Bitcoin, and nearly half of all hyperliquid OI is Bitcoin. If there's large Bitcoin downside, it hurts. This is what we saw with the mini alt run, is that even though hyperliquid broke correlation for sure and started outperforming, Zcash did for a little bit for sure, VVV did for a little bit for sure. When you crater this thing 10% in a day, everything suffers. Like it just does. Everything suffers. I mean, bro, 45% of Morpho deposits is a lot. Half of hyperliquid OI is Bitcoin is crazy. That's a huge number. It's probably gonna forever go down only, but that's a huge number. And so yeah, everything suffers when that happens. New. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Ugh, it's long. Oh, fuck. Blood? God damn it, man. Fuck. All right, fine. Let's skim. All right. Wait, let's use ChatGPT. Let's use ChatGPT, then we'll skim raw. ChatGPT and skim raw. All right, let's go. Can you give me a concise and direct summary of the following article, highlighting the key points and takeaways? Grok is better. Oh, Grok is bad. Yeah, I know. Grok sucks. No, we're not using Grok summary. All right. The author, Kyle, who's really smart. That's my IRL, man. Shout out to Kyle. The author argues that Stretch is basically a levered Bitcoin long disguised as a yield product. That strategy is effectively operating like a Bitcoin hedge fund, and the smartest move today is probably buying back discounted Stretch rather than continuing to lever up Bitcoin exposure. I'm not sure I've seen that take. Key takeaways. 1. Stretch is a Bitcoin lever long. Stretch isn't really a fixed income product in the author's view. It's economically similar to a coin margined Bitcoin perpetual's future position. Strategy uses its Bitcoin holdings as collateral, borrows against them, and buys more BTC. Stretch holders are effectively funding that leverage. You can't be long SpaceX and say Grok is. I closed it. 2. MSTR is no longer just a Bitcoin ETF proxy. The author argues MSTR has evolved into a Bitcoin trading hedge fund. Shareholders aren't just buying Bitcoin exposure, they're betting on Saylor's ability to time capital raises, buy Bitcoin at good prices. Hasn't exactly happened. Eventually sell Bitcoin at good prices. Therefore, MSTR's premium depends on confidence in Saylor's capital allocation skill. This is the one thing that never made that much sense to me. I never really understood why Saylor deserved a significant premium on Bitcoin that is publicly accessible for everybody. Like, why would I pay $1.50 for a Saylor Bitcoin when I could buy a threadguy Bitcoin for $1? I never really got this. Stretch's main problem is supply. Stretch issuance exploded from roughly 3.7 billion to 10 billion in a few months. Demand was strong when Bitcoin was higher and capital markets were quieter. Since then, Bitcoin fell. Major AI data center debt issuance appeared. Major IPOs looked up capital, and there's more coming. Demand weakened while Stretch supply stayed high. Look at the graph under claim 3. October for capitalization. Reduce supply. Oh boy. This right here, yeah? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Stretch price is in blue. Reduce supply. Prominent capped line. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Hold on. Explain what I am looking at and take. Chart's trying to visualize the author's argument that raising Stretch dividend is not enough anymore because the problem is supply, not yield. Got it. So if you put it up to 12, 13, 14%, it's not going to solve it. Blue line equals current Stretch market. Yeah, Yeah, if the strategy has to pay me 15, 80, 20, 25% to own this thing, the company's getting buried under financing costs. Higher yield becomes a negative signal. Yeah, it gets out of control, right? You raising to 15%. Then the economics just are brutal. The orange line shows what happened if strategy buys back a bunch of stretch. Interesting. Now supply is lower. Yeah. This is the offer's preferred solution. So basically buy stretch. Instead of bribing them with higher yields, reduce the amount of stretch outstanding. Less supply chasing the same demand. Okay, interesting. Wait, let's keep going. Tulip King, what do you think? If he starts slamming stretch, are you closing? Okay, 4. Raising the yield may not fix it. Many assume stretch can simply raise its dividend. The author disagrees. Thinks the market may already be saturated, and even a 13 to 15% yield may not restore the $100 price. I don't know if there's a yield price in which I'm buying at this point. I feel as if I don't understand it enough, and I don't really see a bull case as to why I would have faith in it. Yeah. More yield increases Saylor's strategy's financing costs without necessarily restoring demand. 5 and 6. 5. Stretch trading below par is actually good for Saylor. This is the core insight. Strategy borrowed money via stretch to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin is down from the purchase price, but stretch itself is trading at a discount. Strategy can buy back its own debt for less than it issued it. The author views this as a free do-over. Realize some Bitcoin losses, retire stretch at a discount. That effectively this could be profitable. Last but not least, the offer's preferred play. Sell 30K to 60K BTC. How much is that? 60,000 times, what is it, 63 right now? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Damn, that's $4 billion. Fuck. That's $4 billion, Chad. So $4 billion. Use proceeds to buy back discounted stretch. Reduce outstanding stretch supply. Stop aggressively issuing new stretch. The real thesis. Strategy borrowed money to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin fell. The debt, which is stretch, also fell. Because the debt fell more than expected, strategy may now have an opportunity to retire that debt cheaply and effectively lock in a gain on the financing side. Okay. What do you think of the article? Give me best outcome and worst outcome super simply. It's interesting but overstated. The weakest part. Best outcome, Bitcoin rips. Yeah, that's always the best outcome, by the way. Could have finished the whole article by now, I know. Bitcoin goes from 60 to 120K. Stretch stabilizes. Strategy keeps paying dividends. Saylor never has to sell meaningful Bitcoin. That's not going to happen, though. This can't happen. There's no scenario in which we rip to 120K until this is solved. If that's the best outcome, is Bitcoin goes to 120K. Middle outcome. Probably what's most likely. It chops for 6 to 18 months. Yeah. Solution. Bitcoin makes new highs. Bitcoin chops around for 6 to 18 months. Stretch stays below par. Strategy selectively buys some stretch. Issuance slows. Market rebalances. Nobody dies. Nobody wins huge. Worst outcome. Bitcoin falls hard. Stretch keeps trading down. New capital dries up. Okay. What happens if Saylor decides to sell the 4 billion of BTC to buy stretch and it causes a death spiral in BTC and MSTR? Bitcoin to say 50K, maybe 45K. What I'm asking is what happens if BTC keeps going down fast? All right. Yeah, that's a scenario they're worried about. Fuck, man. Imagine Saylor says, I'm selling 4 billion of Bitcoin to buy back stretch. Initially, that's bullish for the balance sheet because he's retiring the debt at a discount. Makes sense. He's buying it cheaper than he gave it away for. The problem is the second order effects. Controlled sale, which is he sells 4 billion of Bitcoin and Bitcoin barely notices. Chat, do you think that's going to happen? B, the market panics. Not the market sees Saylor is selling, not Saylor is improving capital structure. I think we're gonna go with Saylor selling. I don't think people are going to be excited to say that he's improving capital structure. Bitcoin falls 10%, strategy falls 20%. People question whether more selling is coming. The premium compresses. This is the scariest. Reflexive death spiral. Everything gets more expensive. The flywheel slows. Okay, the true nightmare. Saylor sells, Bitcoin drops, market thinks more sales are coming, premium of strategy disappears, new financing becomes impossible, Bitcoin drops more, market thinks more sales are coming, premium disappears, Bitcoin drops more, da 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 da. Yeah. Okay. I too put a close in this. What are the key things for us to look for from strategies as Saylor to know? Action to see what's coming. You know what would solve this? Maybe you know what the best underappreciated outcome is? Is Tom Lee issuing his own version of Stretch for ETH. Wait, did you guys know?
For crypto.
I don't want to watch Arthur Hayes bear porn. What if I told you that Tom Lee saw Saylor and said, I want to be part of that too? All right, 5 things. The strategy start buying back Stretch. This is a cool article, by the way, Kyle. Maybe I would like to bring him on. Maybe we could do a Kyle episode tomorrow. Bitcoin holdings. Stretch price versus Bitcoin. This is the cleanest signal. If Bitcoin stays flat and Stretch keeps falling, financing the problem. Bitcoin rises, Stretch rises, then everything's healthy. The MNAV. Is there a website that cleanly shows MNAV of strategy? Probably, right? And the new issuance. Are investors still giving Saylor money? Stream elements deleted. Thank you, Flood. Interesting. It's 1.14 right now. Fuck. What happens if it goes under? What happens if MSTR loses 1 MNAV like really soon? Dude, what do you think Jeff Walton is thinking right now? Is he tweeting? Where is Jeff Walton? 2 weeks ago, he called CoffeeZilla retard megapore on a live stream. He's not tweeting. Interesting. All right. Well, that's what I got. This was a cool article. This was a really cool article, actually. I enjoyed reading that, Mr. Kyle. I really enjoyed reading that. I guess we'll have to see. This is what it wants us to look for. ChatGPT, who knows? But we'll see if they start buying back Stretch. Yeah, reading that. I mean, we basically read the whole fucking article, man. Give me a break. Looks like shorts going out of SpaceX. I know I closed it right before stream too. Always be selling. Always be selling, man. I gotta get better at it, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta get better at always be selling. But I round trip so much money on SpaceX. It was such a good trade too. Ideas. I might be one of the better ideas traders of all time. Not afraid to say it. Execution is very akin to like a Mark Zuckerberg. Okay. My execution is very akin to Mark Zuckerberg. Idea on the metaverse, unbelievable. He just started building it in January 2023. Idea on Llama open source models, unbelievable. He just stopped working on it right before they became important. I know, I saw this. They're selling 20 billion of debt. Dude, it's crazy. There is this, again, I don't understand this. I don't have that much historical context for this, but it feels like every major company is pulling every possible lever to raise as much money as humanly possible, as fast as possible, at the exact same time, right before two of the next biggest IPOs in history hit the market. Wow, they're ripping SpaceX right now. Oh my God, I have so much FOMO. Oh, it hurts. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Look at this thing. It's going to have its day. I really think it's going to have its day. It's a 3-day weekend, though. It's a little bit of a weird weekend. All right. That's Saylor. Second quick little mini topic is finally, we got some news on GTA 6. I'm only telling you this because I'm interested in, look at DXY, in the Take-Two interactive stock. Wow, DXY is still ripping, bro. Look at the 1 week on this thing. I drew all this bullshit on here, but actually, no, keep the bullshit. Look at this thing. Oh! Finally, we got some news. It's got to cost 100 and plus, right? It's got to be 100 plus. This is going to make, I had an Xbox. I don't know what I did with it. Like, I had one of the cheap Xboxes. I don't know what I did with it, but I'm going to buy a new one just to play this. I would pay, I mean, I'm going to be honest, I would probably pay up to 500 for a copy of GTA 6. I would. I'm not even a gamer. You could argue that video games have been in a bear market for 15 years. I mean, how long? Really open GTA 6 isn't generic Fast and Furious. Don't worry, babe. We're family. It's you and me versus the world. Family, friend, generic slop. So some drug dealers bad a lot. Following Autism Capital in 2026 is an IQ test, by the way. This is an IQ test. Taking anything as accounts as seriously is an IQ test, for the record. The reason I pulled this up, it's like the reason I pulled this up is some quick little coverage, and honestly, I only pay attention to it because Wavy likes it, and that's my guy. Returns from major game announcements to release from Take-Two. GTA 4, 2 years after release, up 66%. GTA 5, plus 30% a year and 10 months after. Red Dead Redemption 2, plus 200% in 2 years. Now, to be fair, that was a COVID pump. I believe that was a COVID pump. GTA 6, plus 48% so far, I guess, since the announcement. The pre-release is one thing. Could GTA 6 pull another GTA 5 and keep going post-launch? FYI, they're giving away free alpha over at Take-Two. This is a really good account, by the way. GTA 6 will also be incomprehensibly big. November 19th is the release date. And so, yeah, if you bought Take-Two equity 5 months for every major game release going back to GTA 5, what are the returns? The smallest returns were like 10%.
Sir, how did you get rich?
What makes you think I'm rich?
You look like money, man. I had to be billionaires.
I've never seen this guy in my life, by the way.
Like everyone else on the street. I was wearing a blue suit.
How did you get rich?
I'm in the video game business.
Video games.
Have you played Grand Theft Auto?
GTA?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, do you like it?
I love GTA.
It's good.
Is that your company?
That's one of our games, yes.
Are
It's
you
our
serious?
biggest game.
Are you serious? How many copies have you sold?
230 million.
I go all over the world interviewing billionaires to help the younger generation. Can I get a minute with you for the channel?
Sure.
What is GTA 6?
Intro physiognomy read out of 10. Voice, looks, fit, vibe.
coming out, man. The people
November
wanna know.
19th.
November 19th.
Yeah.
Why did it take so long?
The team at Rockstar really does seek to do something that's never been done before. That's really hard and it takes a long time.
What was the most amount of money you made in a single year?
Revenue last year was about 6.7 billion. This year it's expected to be a little over 8 billion.
So you're the video game mogul.
And I've been at it for 19 years and I'm still at it.
Did you go to college?
Yes.
Where'd you go to school?
Harvard for law school and business school.
But I'm going to challenge you. I want you to give me one lesson about business right here that is not taught in a Harvard business school.
Never compromise your integrity. It's the only thing you have.
So you have to keep your word in business is what you're saying.
Unquestionably. I have flaws. There was a time I acted in a way that wasn't consistent with my views about integrity in business. It hurt me really badly and I learned a powerful lesson. Never do that.
When you approach business, do you have a...
GTA doesn't play the game. GTA CEO doesn't play the game.
So professional yapper and part-time Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick has done another interview. This was
Damn, imagine we got him on stream, bro.
something that caught people's attention though. When he was asked if he had played GTA 6, because he can, because he's a CEO, he says he doesn't play video games, but gives opinions. This man is...
I don't blame him, by the way. If I was a CEO of TikTok, I would not let my kids have a TikTok. But anyways, pre-orders on June 25. That's like a couple days. What is that? 7 days. I mean, I'm just gonna pre-order it, right? You have. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Not do it? Or does it take two interactive? Let's see. It's up 5% today, dude. Wow. It's a pretty good looking chart. Does anyone have position in this? You know, it's a weird one. Like, it probably just goes up. It's probably gonna break every record on total number of pre-sales, pre-sale revenue, pre-sale amount. They'll probably break the website. Like it's probably gonna break every sales number on pre-sales. But what happens after that, I don't know. I don't really want to be sitting in this betting on the game to be really good. I think it's a tough spot. So we'll have to see, but it's gonna be one worth following now. I mean, it's gonna break every record. What's the record for pre-sale? Is the video game pre-sale record? Damn, SpaceX. I know, 187. I mean, bro, it's gonna crush this. This game was ass too. Cypherpunk 2077 holds the widely verified industry record for most pre-orders in history, with over 8 million copies sold prior to its December 2020 launch. It's going to absolutely obliterate that. Who owns this? Who owns Cypherpunk 2077? Please tell me it's public. What percent of is Cypherpunk 2077? 60-70%. Okay. That's like a very realistic number. It's a big number. That means this is it, right? Whoa. It was COVID though. It was the number's a little weird, right? Because okay, wait. December 2020. Cypherpunk 2077 pre-sale date. Yeah, of course COVID was good for game. That's what I'm saying. December 10th, 2020. It opened, I believe. December what? December 10th. This game, I heard this game was trash. Wow, it had like a massive red candle on that day. Huh, why? This is the day. It pre-sale opened on this day and it just went down in a straight line. That's not good. It went down 40%. This was the opening of the pre-sale though. Oh, it launched. No, okay. Wow. See, that's what. Okay. What date did the pre-sale for Cyberpunk 2077 open? Oh, okay. Thank you. June 9th, 2019. That's what I wanted. June. Oh my god. Yeah, it gapped up too. Oh my god. Right here. This is June 7th. So basically it released wrong month right here. It did go down 13%, but then up only to the game release, basically. I don't know what happened here. I would have got carried out on that. But say you didn't get carried out and you just believed. Pumped 100%. Kind of underwhelming. Also, at the same time, they're fucking ripping stocks into close. Look at this. SPY up. Let's go. SPY up almost 1%. They're ripping the NASDAQ right now. Wow. This thing makes a new. Oh my god, if this thing makes a new high. Oh, that was the COVID drop. Yeah, you're right. Q's up 2.6. SOX is up 8%. And what do you know? What do you know? Macro fucking schmacro is a waste of everybody's time once again, bro. They're never going to convince me to care about FOMC. I'm sorry. First one was fun to watch. You will never convince me to care. Marvell all time. SpaceX ripping everybody. Macro, schmacro, blah. Fuck you. All right. We have one really fun topic before we do market close. Midjourney launched a new product. I'm mutuals with the CEO. Midjourney, chat, you know what Midjourney is? Of course, right? Everybody knows what Midjourney is. When did Midjourney release? This is the first AI product I ever used. I think 2022. Yeah. The first time I ever used AI ever, like knowingly used AI ever, was late 2022 in the Midjourney Discord. And they just launched a new product, and it's fucking insane. We're going to do the Midjourney segment, then we're going to get to market close, because there's a lot to talk about today. Let's go. It's kind of long. Have you watched this yet? Can we watch the whole thing? I kind of want to sit down and watch the whole thing. Are you down? Oh, this video sucks, man. This video is terrible. What about the other one? I think this is a better one. This video sucks. Oh my god, dude, I can't watch SpaceX. There's a Greek can on that in it. I have like a man. Is this the video I should watch? There's a naked girl in this one. Oh, I need a breather. Oh my god. Oh. Tina, what video do I watch? What video to watch? I want to cover this, but I have to focus. Is there actually a naked girl in this? Let me skim it. I'm gonna get banned. Oh, she's not like naked. Oh my God, there's so much happening. Can we just look at stocks? What just happened to Marvell? Whoa. All right, I'm gonna watch. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch. We have to focus. This is important. This is really important. It's important to stocks. What just happened to Marvell? All right. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. We have to watch this one. It is crazy what they just launched. All right, focus. All right, I gotta take my shirt off. Everybody focus. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep it on. I'm keeping it on. Keeping it on. Biometric scan complete. Okay, Midjourney just launched a new product. Midjourney is AI imaging. Okay, they just launched this new product. Midjourney Medical. Okay, it's a full body medical scanner and plans to build enough of them to make full body medical imagery available to every person on Earth. As AI capabilities continue to scale, this kind of data will become more and more valuable. And so you're basically going to be able to get in this thing. You get in this machine that Midjourney is building, Midjourney hardware. You get in this machine, they submerge you in water, and it does a full body scan of every molecule, every, I don't know, white blood cell, every muscle, every tendon, every bone, every inch in your body. It scans you in 2 minutes and you get out. And it's insane. Look at this. A full body ultrasound scanner that takes 60 seconds. You ever gotten an MRI before? I've gotten hella MRIs. It's the worst. You get an MRI machine, it's fucking terrible. It's terrible. You can also only do one body part at a time. It takes 30 minutes. I've gotten one on my head. I had a concussion, really bad concussion. I was playing basketball on a blacktop at recess, and this kid Jared was playing football. He's the biggest kid in 4th grade. He shooting a free throw and he leveled me out. They carried me out in a wheelchair, and I had double vision and shit. It was really bad. I had double vision for like 3 years, and I had to get an MRI in my head, and it's insane. It takes 45-50 minutes, and it's like it's terrible. It also is extremely expensive. I tore my labrum, and it was the day there was a blizzard. It was a Saturday, and it hurt so bad. I thought I was gonna have to get my arm amputated, and I'm like, I need to get an MRI right now. And I went to get an MRI that didn't take my insurance. It cost I paid $1,500 cash for an MRI. $1,500 cash for an MRI. No insurance. They wouldn't take my insurance. I needed it right now because I needed to get a Toradol shot, but they wouldn't give it to me unless they knew that I had an actual problem. And so 60 seconds. You walk into a health spa, order a coffee, step into the pod, and walk out with a 3D map of your body. It's actually fucking insane. Everything you need to know, read on. Let's see. Let's scan it. It is a crazy pivot for Midjourney. Let's just scan it real quick. Best known for turning text prompts into visual art, took an unexpected leap into hardware and healthcare. They unveiled the Midjourney scanner, a ring-shaped, water-immersed, ultrasonic, computed tomography (CT) device designed for rapid, radiation-free, full-body imaging. This marks Midjourney entry into medical technology via its new division, Midjourney Medical, and positions the company to potentially disrupt traditional imaging like MRI and CT scans. MRIs are terrible, by the way. It offers a compelling safety profile compared to traditional radiation-based imaging and MRI. Unlike CT scans and X-rays, which rely on ionizing radiation that can damage DNA and carry a small but cumulative risk of cancer with repeated exposure, the Midjourney systems use harmless high-frequency sound waves transmitted through water, a technology with decades of proven safety and standard ultrasound. It's basically ultrasound for your entire body, bro. It eliminates radiation exposure. The real post that I saw of this was some number about how many scans they can do in a year. Like, it's gonna be a thing where you just get a full body scan every quarter. Midjourney scanner. It's gonna be a thing where you get a full body scan every quarter. Maybe sooner. Let me see. Yeah, entire body captured in 1 minute. 1 minute, brother. In 1 minute. 100x the speed. It's insane. It's actually one of the craziest things I've ever read. This is it. Midjourney, read this. Midjourney claims that fewer than 12 of these machines could perform more full body scans than every MRI machine on Earth combined. Do you understand what I just read? 12 of these machines could perform more full body scans than every MRI machine on Earth combined. Yeah. Our goal is to do a scan in 60 seconds. Full body scan in 60 seconds. A full body scan. You'll go your whole life and never know. You'll go your whole life and never know. Full body scan. Insane. And so, you know what I have to tie this to is there's a trade. There's always a trade. Okay? Midjourney's not public, unfortunately. However, there's a small stock called B-Fly. Who's the guy in the pit that called this out last night? Who are you? Show yourself. Make yourself known. Who are you? Was it Greg? I think it was Greg. Greg, what the fuck, man? It was a sick proposal. B-Fly. Okay. B-Fly builds the ultrasound on-chip technology that packs thousands of transducer elements into a single semiconductor die. Midjourney licenses the tech and buys the chips. For B-Fly, that sounds like the jackpot. It's only half the story. The deal gives Butterfly 3 revenue streams, and only really one that scales with the big vision. First, the fixed license, 15 mil up front plus 10 mil a year over 5 years. Second, chip sales, the actual volume lever. Each scanner is a ring tiled with chips. Judging by the images, it looks like a dense multi-row ring, so by my estimate, likely a few hundred small dies per minute. Plausibly 15 to 50,000 in silicon. Third, the revenue share. Per the contract, it's tied to the hardware, not to scan or revenue of the spa business. The billion scan a month Midjourney dreams are Midjourney's Okay, the billion scans a month Midjourney dreams about are Midjourney's business, not Butterfly's. Butterfly sells the shovels but doesn't dig the gold itself. That caps the fantasy. Revenue would land about 10 to plus 70% above today's level. The stock sits near 569, a market cap of roughly 1.5 billion, on 98 million of trailing revenue. Its price to sales around 14. That's really small for a company still losing money. Whatever. They build the chips. Butterfly builds the chips. And this got announced last night. It wasn't on Trade XYZ or any of these platforms, and so you couldn't have just longed it. However, here it is. Ooh. Voila. That, my friends, is what you call a plus 56% pump on a very special situations. Parabolic. The thing about it that's pretty cool too is it opened green. Like it had in the pre-market, it pumped like 30% or whatever. It opens green, prints a red candle. If you bought the bottom of the red candle, you could be chilling on plus 26% intraday right now. Monster. Absolute monster. Fucking sick. There is a special situations trade every day. No. Event driven, ladies and gentlemen. Event driven. I am a event. I have convinced myself that I could do nothing but snipe these event driven trades and never lose if I get disciplined. That's what we're doing now. I'm disciplined, man. I'm fucking disciplined. When I do some shit like Marvel and do a board entry, I'm washcloth on the face, head in the bathtub. I'm going to get disciplined, chat. I'm going to get fucking disciplined. I'm going to get disciplined. I'm going to get focused. I'm going to get precise. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. Greg, shout out to you. You're the fucking GOAT. Sick trade. Now, I am going to get up. I'm going to return in 30 seconds. When I return, you, me, market close. BRB.
All eyes is on me. Won't tell no lies. Won't hold my tongue. Don't cry for me. It's Chicago, nigga. I don't have no rapper friends. I hang with the vultures. Big ass toaster. Hit your whip and flip it over. Big old nigga. He's a big old goofy. Rudy Gobert. Jump off in that lane. You gon' get put on a poster. La Ferrari F8. Lamborghini Roadster. I turned 10 bricks into 12. Them birds had a growth spurt. We gon' do some shopping later. I'ma need some dough first. I just got some head in a ghost. And I ghost her. Yeah, out of here. Your boyfriend a gopher. I seen him out with her. I pretend like I don't know her. I can't do no features with you, nigga. That's a no, sir. Hardest nigga on earth. I'm not really from earth. We don't dial 911. I let off that chrome first. I put in my own work. Better do your homework. I can hear that money calling. I pick up the first ring. What you gonna charge an old man for that pussy? Girl, don't hurt me. Iced out all my scammer hoes. Boost all the insurance up. Iced out all my ghetto hoes who turned into influencers. Smirky-yo, fuck that bitch and leave. I don't care who she fuck. That shit out her closet's hot as hell. She got on easy up. I got moles with me. Bump out the feds, man. I got foes with me. You got goofies with you. Before I do that, I keep some hoes with me. Asking for my gun when I'm in Cali, nigga, this your city. Why you DM my bitch? Acting like we fuck these hoes below silly. Street niggas won't rain, man. On like calamari. Took her at that cheap shit. Took her to Bulgari. Never tell her sorry. Just caught a Ferrari. Offset with this Cuban link. You think she was Cardi? Go. 3 gang leaders with me all times. I don't know who I fucked last night. I got Alzheimer's. I don't know who them hoes is. Man, they all lying. Brody, tell me who them hoes is. Man, they all fine. 100 hooligans and we with the foolishness. How I'm anti-Semitic. I just
As I return to my desk, yeah, late 2027. I'm mid-journey, by the way. As I return to my desk, I look, I see a clock. I look everywhere around, and it's 4:07 p.m. What does 4:07 p.m. mean? Well, it means the sun's setting in the west and will rise in the east. It means that it will be nightfall in 1 fortnight and 8 hours from now. It means that we are one day closer to winter is coming. It means that I have shoulder day today with a torn labrum. I'm a freak. It means that I'll be eating a steak dinner tonight. And it means that the market's closed tomorrow. It also means that 7 minutes ago, you already know what I want to know. What are y'all buying? What are y'all selling? What do y'all like? What do you hate? What did you make money on? What did you lose money on? What are you looking to enter? What are you looking to exit? What looks nice? What looks bad? What do you got? Names. Bot, Sive, AMC. I love to see some AMC doing really well in this peptide biotech company. MBX, Marvell looking good. Still long Micron, paid as fuck today. Yes, you are. Underwater on SpaceX. I am sorry. 10x leverage DRAM. Hype. Graded Pokemon games. What, like Leaf Green and shit? Gold long, Bitcoin short. Minimax. Marginally down on SpaceX because of you. There's nothing that happens because of me, ever. If you make money, it's because of you. If you lose money, it's definitely because of you. Bought SpaceX dip. Lighter. Long SanDisk. Long Hype. Short MSTR. That's a fun little pair trade. Pokemon Blue and Red. Whoa. Jito. Just bought Take-Two. Oh boy. Sorry. But I see video games move. That would be interesting. What else? Give me some niche. Give me like a niche pull. Give me like a niche stock. What are you in? Long Klarna. Please reply with why. Long Fly. Please tell me why you're long Klarna. Him's going. Look at Jenny. Okay. Up SMR, USAR, Rivian, AMC. I just can't hold more than 4 things. Moncock, you got Moncock still? Down massive in oil equities. Ugh, I'm sorry to hear that. Railgun, AMPG. Hedging my Klarna debt by buying Klarna. Or could you hedge your Klarna debt by shorting Klarna? Wouldn't that be the ideal trade? If you're not going to pay back your Klarna debt, you should short Klarna because in theory, nobody else is going to pay it back. Also, SpaceX is down. I feel okay again. I can like take a breath. Long TAGM. What's the Klarna thesis? I'm begging. I want to know. There you go. Klarna revenue turning, finding bottom after IPO sell-off, U.S. expansion hitting hard. Okay. Sold my Vard today. Might look to get back in. Still in Nokia. Niche play. Bought some figs. Long to Wolf this morning. Interesting. All right, guys, look, I'm going to be honest. I have a lot. Everyone's really mad at me at the company because by everyone, I mean DNAP, because we spend like 7 hours a day working on the stream doc and we get all these topics. I never get to any of them. And so we got to go through kind of quick today because I gotta, yeah, we got to go kind of quick. He's not happy with me right now. I can feel it. I can just feel it. Did you close your Zeke position? Yeah. All right, coming in first and foremost, the SPX on close comes in at $7,500.05. That is up 1.08% on the day and a really strong close. Also significant. We have 3 days off, okay? And the question was going to be, who wants to hold risk into the 3-day weekend? And the answer seemingly is everybody. We pumped right before. Usually it would be who wants to hold risk in a bad way before the 3-day weekend, because the 3-day weekend would insinuate that Donnie Trump would escalate tensions in Iran. I think it's over. Oil says it's over. This MOU we are signing, tomorrow's Juneteenth. This MOU we're signing is awful. The more that comes out about this agreement, this peace deal we've signed with Iran, the worse it gets. But, you know, a deal's done because stocks are down for 3 days in a row. We got a shitty deal done. And so, anyways, SPX closes up 1%, SPY up 0.85. The Russell, that is up 1.33%. The Kospi had a sick day above 9,000, made a new all-time high. It was up 2.25 in the lot. Does the Kospi have one more session, DNAP? Or is it not close? Korean stocks don't close. What's the deal? The Dow's up 0.14. The NASDAQ is up 1.5. The IGV, the worst coin ever, is flat. The SOX, that is up 6.6%. Made a new all-time high, down a little bit after hours. And then last but not least, the IBB, iShares Biotech ETF, that is up 0.15%. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, first and foremost. Look, here's the deal. Whether you believe the Kyle Soska article, whether you think Michael Saylor can wiggle his way out of this one, regardless of what you think, this feels like a complete dead zone to me. Like, if you actually want me to tell you where I'd be interested again in Bitcoin, it's not even really a discussion until this is breached for me. If you can breach this, it's worth talking about. And if you can breach this, things have gotten interesting. But until then, I mean, this is actually, I thought this was the 82 line. This line actually is kind of nothing to me. It's really this to me. You got to get above here. Until you get over here, I mean, we are just in absolute no man's land. If you can get above 67, then all right, fine. Something good has happened if you get above 67. But until you get above 82, nothing. And until you get above 98, then we're going for all-time highs. But we can't do all-time highs until you meaningfully smash that. Hyperliquid, pretty nasty. You know, I actually think Rectal Glizzy has a good take on this. It's just stop trading hype. Hold it if you want to hold it. Stop fucking trading it, because it trades great, but it's not going to go in a straight line. Stop trading hype. Hype is not to be traded. I believe that he's true. He's right on this. The only altcoin that I think looks good. By the way, Rectal Glizzy, I was fucking with your dating advice today. I'm thinking I'm going to take a painting class. I was wondering if I should go take this painting class, like one of these like wine and paint things, and like do some really edgy shit just to weed out the weaks. But I don't think I'll do it. I think I'll just paint like a tree or something. Pottery, maybe. Go with my hands. Zcash for 455 and uninteresting at the moment. ETH 1700, Monero 322, Solana back below $70. And man, oh man, if Solana loses this level, it's lights out. Solana loses 67 again, it's lights out. I'm sorry. Also, guys, I know we have been talking about crypto less and less and less and less and less, and it's getting bumped further and further and further and further back on our stream doc, but there's nothing I can do about it. Stocks are more interesting. I'm going to be honest. The best part of my day right now is 9:30 a.m. EST. I'm not even kidding. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know how we got here. Maybe it's bottom signal. The best part of my day every day. 9:30 a.m. EST. It just is. It's the best part of my day every day. It is. I don't know what to say. It's the best part of my day every day. The dollar DXY, it's not technically the US dollar, but it's really strong. PER is down 5.5%. Metals chads. This is not good. This is not good. Silver's 65, down 3%. It's weak. Gold is 42, and it made a really pathetic effort to bounce. And copper, JLED, I know you love it, but it doesn't look good at the moment. Pathetic effort. It might chop here for a while, and we'll go for it. When it's time, I probably won't be able to help myself on a copper entry. I'm desperate to trade. but you got to be patient. VVV down 10% as well. Not great. Stretch closes 88 with a disgusting wick. It's at all-time lows at the moment. And Souls, the Ansem rare earth metal stock, looks so good all the time. No, I closed SpaceX at 177 because it was a board trade. It was. I made the SpaceX trade. 50% conviction. I had a level 175. Everything below it's free. I slammed it. I bought it. I bid it up. Bid 202. I bid 212. It gets to 230. I'm up. I made the 3-to-1 trade on an event driven where I had edge, and I was right, and it was up 70, 60, 70K. Ready to move the port up, ready to get closer to our goal of 10 mil in liquid markets, and I didn't sell any. It happens. It happens. You gotta just let it go. Guys, you gotta let it go sometimes. Sometimes you let it go, man. And sometimes you let it go, and it happens. And we get back at it, baby. You let it go, man. Sometimes you let it go. And so it is. We're gonna improve. We're gonna start taking part. We're gonna get better. Sometimes you let it go, man. Sometimes you gotta let it go. All right, let's get into what everyone really wants to talk about, which is oil. Crude oil down 0.25% on the day, 75.80 a barrel. Brent 79.135. That's up 1.25%. But no, what everyone actually wants to talk about: big tech, semis, AI, a little bit of SaaS, a little bit of photonics, a little bit of Serenity, bottlenecks, a little bit of everything in between. First and foremost, biggest gainer of the day, Bloom Energy just put in a fuck. That's what you call a fuck you candle. Everyone yesterday said it was the top. Warsh, we'll never make a new all-time high in the NASDAQ 100. Semis is cooked. Warsh this, hike rates this, hawkish this. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you candle, Bloom Energy. That's up 15%. What if SpaceX is pulling Tesla first month? I'm so bullish on SpaceX. SanDisk, fuck you candle. That's up 11%. AOSL, that's up 11%. Intel, fuck you candle. Cerebras up 10%. That's a good looking chart. Cerebras gets above, I don't know, 245, maybe 250 with convincingly. Looks good. Micron, fuck you candle. That's up 9%. Marvell almost did it. It made a new all-time high on the volume. What is this? Sell side price update? I don't even know what happened here. What is this? I mean, this is the most volume it's ever done in a day. Record volume. Ripped up to 330 before coming back down, closing at 310, almost at all-time high. Who here is in Marvell? Company doesn't make much money. QCOM +6, AMD +5. Broadcom with 2 green days in a row. Very impressive. What's Control A? Didn't do anything. Dave, I could have like turned my computer off. I just listened to you blindly. Amazon, that's up 3%. Tesla up 1 and looks very weak. It went for lows, but didn't quite get there. Biggest losers: ASTS Space down 5, BlackBerry down 5, IBM down 5, SpaceX down 4, but it made a very strong close. It is strong close at one of its biggest volume hours. It's only been open for a few hours, but it made a very strong close. I let my position stop me out on entry 188, 186.7. Say it, Teo. 186.7 was my entry on SpaceX. Round tripped 100% trade, but it happens. Got a little greedy, I think, and I let it go. It is 183. If I'm not being emotional and just being honest on SpaceX, back above 200, I think, and it feels like it's gonna have, like, if it gets back above 200, I think it's gonna go. I think it's got another parabolic move in it. There is no float at all. They have a real floor at 175. The indexes are about to start buying. There's no shares available. They need to keep it above 175 to unlock 10% of supply. 5 out of 10 trading days before earnings, which is probably going to be in late July, maybe August, so it's soon. And I think this thing has a real ripper move in it at some point here. So we'll see what happens with SpaceX. Obviously, this is still the most traded. I mean, it traded 256 million shares times D6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What's the price? Times 183. It did like, is this right what I'm about to say? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Is it possible this had $48 billion of volume today? Is that possible that that's true? I think this is volume and shares. Yeah. Yeah, okay, 8. Yeah, that's right. $48 billion of volume. For context, what's Micron's an active stock? 61 million times 1.13K. Let's go like 61. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 times 1100 is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 6. Oh, it did more volume. 67 billion. I guess I don't really know how this works, the volume. I wish I could just see a number. I wish I could just see a number on volume, but whatever. All right. And then big loser today is it had a decent close, but Meta is pretty pathetic right now. And I have a whole section called Fuck Meta for today. So that is what that is. All right. Consumer names, a little bit of consumer, SaaS, a little bit of everything. And then I'm down to go for whatever names you would like me to look at. First and foremost, biggest gainer today is Hims. Is anyone long Hims? Chart starts to look really good above this 35 level. Hims looks great. Hims looks really, really good. Enhanced games, again, from the depths, up 11%. Roblox, up 7%. Really putting in the curl bottom there. TXN, that's up 7. AMC is now up 45% since I entered on a spot trade on my Robinhood account for the first time since I was like 18. This has turned into a monster. I should have had more size, but I sized it accordingly, man. I put in quite a few 5 figures into this trade on spot with some conviction. Was prepared to sit on it. And I do need more of my port in spot. It feels good because it goes down. I don't really care that much. I know it's going to go up. Reddit, that's up 5. Chopping pretty nice here. Sweetgreen, that's up 5. Take-Two, up 5. I ran this up 3. Where's Nabesis? Nabesis up 2. Made a new all-time high, but close is a little bit weak. And you ain't gonna take P anyways. Yeah, fuck you. How about that? How about that, huh? Strategy closes at 112, down 0.24% after hours. Eli Lilly, that's on 1.2, kind of putting in around the top here. And there's a stock I'm looking for. And it is right here. StubHub, that is up 2.5% and is up officially 11% since I bought that with the other half of my spot port on Robinhood. All right, some of our Chinese stocks. I'm scared to look. Zpu. Wow, it's up 31% today. It's up 80% since, oh my God. It's up 80% since Anthropic export controls. That's a special situations trade. The timing was unreal. 1, Anthropic gets banned, export control banned. Everybody apes Zpu because Chinese open source. Second is the next day or whatever they released GLM 5.2, which is the best model. It's open source. It's the best model other than Fable. Back to back. Timing was just God tier. The only way to trade it is you have to have access to Hong Kong and IBKR. Can't even trade it. Unbelievable. Wow, I'm like butthurt about this, guys. Have you not even used it though? Obviously not, but that defeats the point. Why would I? The more you use, I tend to think the more that you use stuff, the worse decisions you make. That's disgusting. All right, altcoins. Mega ETH is the biggest gainer. Let's just click off. Let's check in on our traders. Loracle still up 4 mil on Zeke long, no new positions. He took a plasma long. He's on 300K. Interesting. No real new positions for Loracle. Garrett bullish, closed Zcash long, plus 400K. Nice. He's down 16 mil. I need the suit plug. Yeah. Yes, you do, by the way. Why was the whole TL shilling plasma yesterday? Because I launched this card. Here. Wait, you know who else launched a card? But yeah, Mega ETH is the biggest gator. We're not even going to pay attention. But I don't know, man. To me, the biggest story is FOMC happens yesterday, and everybody fucking loses their mind about Warsh, and he's hawkish, and da 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 on the top, and NQ is top, and Nasdaq is da da da. And the worst person you know has a good take, which is I think we would do well to ignore this Fed. To me, the Fed is becoming more and more irrelevant. I said it yesterday. There is nothing they can do to convince me to. The worst part about being a trader is that every 6 weeks you have to pretend that you care about job reports and housing data and the FOMC. So I don't know, but sorry, I was reading I just got like a text. Hold on, I actually just read this. All right. Sorry, we're good. Anyways, there are a couple good takes. Number one, I really enjoyed Kevin Warsh. I really enjoyed him. I really enjoyed him. Number two is, I'm going to be honest, I understand very little about FOMC like prior to the last couple days. Zebu's coming to Hyperliquid. Stop. Really. Stop. Like right now? Dude, come on. Where? What is this bit, by the way? What is this? Why is he doing this? Bro, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. All right, let's talk about the Fed for a minute. My favorite take from the whole thing, like prior to I'm not a macro guy. Macro schmacro is my whole bit. I don't pay that much attention to it. I don't think you need to pay that much attention to it based off the way things have traded recently. But my favorite take from the whole thing is that they have removed forward guidance, right? And so the way that I understand it, somebody came from the YouTube chat the other day and explained it really well, is that the Fed releases forward guidance during FOMC, which is basically like how they're thinking about where everything is at, what they like, what they don't like, their projections for stuff, their projections, whatever. And as a result, the market trades based off what they think the Fed is going to do. And so forward guidance influences traders' decisions, which changes the market. And then the Fed makes decisions based off the market, which is based off of the Fed. But so by removing forward guidance, yes, it adds more uncertainty, but it adds more honesty and earnesty into the market, where the market is trading more based off of what people are buying and selling, not based off what people think is going to happen with the Fed. And then so you might get a scenario, or probably a lot more scenarios, where going into FOMC, it's uncertain what they're going to do with rates. It's uncertain what they're going to say. It's like way more uncertain with how they're going to come in. And so it probably leads to more volatility and more box office FOMC streams. It's kind of what I'm hyped for. I think a lot more box office. I'm big about crowd pop and box office. And I think we're gonna get a lot more box office at FOMC. And so this, we just have to learn about this stuff. We have to learn about this stuff. And so we're gonna learn about this stuff. And so Fei Zhao, who's the GOAT, friend of the stream, for years now, the actual rate change announced at every FOMC meeting did not matter. By the time the meeting occurred, the move was priced into the SOFR curve weeks in advance. The only exception to this was in September 2024, when Powell surprised the rates market and cut 50 bips. This was one of the only times we went to a meeting with 50-50 odds priced in the market, either 25 or 50 bips. This meant that the market reaction was largely driven by the change in pricing once it was announced, not the future reaction function. Before the ZIRP, zero interest rates era, this was the common way to do things. However, under Yellen and Powell, and pioneered by Bernanke, the Fed mandate was to never surprise the rates market and ensure their move gets priced into markets well ahead of time. Rasmer, what the fuck? Intel appoints former SK Hynix CEO as EVP of Intel Foundry. Rasmer, what? Whoa, it's going up on that. This is why for so many years, casual Fed observers would be confused on days when, for example, we would cut rates and the market would sell off, or we held rates steady and rallied. The market reaction function was entirely dependent on forward guidance and forward expectations, not the announced change that day. So it was already priced in way before. We're not going to enter a regime where what the Fed actually decides to do each meeting will be the marginal market driver again, and that is by design. In practice, I expect the next few meetings to be priced at 50-50 odds moving forward, and that's by design. It is now up to the rates speculators to analyze the economic data and come to their own analysis on where rates should be. The Fed will not be spelling it out for us any longer. Overall, I think this is a good thing. Forward guidance was a tool from the ZIRP era pioneered by Bernanke in a way to ease monetary policy without going into negative rates. We are no longer in the ZIRP world, and it was time to change this. On net, expect higher rate volatility, more sensitivity to changes in SOFR in the economy, less soothing of business cycles, and a return to more Taylor rule-like reaction function. This is a big shift in my opinion. A welcome one, despite my podcast being named Forward Guidance. I think it's sick. It means we're going to have to watch FOMC, and we're going to have to like it. No more forward guidance means from the Fed means Trump is now the market supreme overlord. He has no more competition for the Fed's chair. I liked Warsh's first presser a lot, but Powell will be missed. This is another part. It's like Trump influence goes up significantly. Now, I think that we trade very well in manipulated who said what type of markets. And so less transparency from the Fed means more influence for Trump, who's willing to be the most public. I want to watch him into this Fei Zhao podcast with the guy who used to work at the Fed. How long should we watch DNF? Let's watch a couple minutes. Joseph Wang, the Fed guy, used to work at the Fed. I'm threat guy. He's Fed guy. Let's watch a couple minutes.
Of course, the SEP related to that. So just specific around this communications bucket of the task force, I'm curious about how you're thinking about that one.
First off, I'd like to
let's just hear about the task force for a couple minutes.
take a broader view. Just why is this Fed chair getting on stage and telling us about task force, right? What is this, right? Some kind of compliance trading. So I think it's really important to realize what this is actually doing. So if you are in a big bureaucracy, if you're anything, you got to have things move slowly, and you have to have a lot of cover. You have to have documentation. You have to have support. As an example, when I was working at the New York Fed, there was there was a whole bunch of senior managers there who'd been there for a long time. They basically hit the ceiling on the salary grade there over there. And so these guys got together and they said that, guys, I feel like our management is very cumbersome, and so we could benefit for another layer of management. And so if we have another layer of management, we will work so much better. I think everything would be great. And so they came up with this idea, and they sold it to HR and all the other stakeholders. And then they got the okay for that, and then they began to interview people for this super tier of management, right, tier above them. And it took a long time, and they had all these very talented people come in from the private sector throughout the Fed to come interview. And after many months of interviews, they finally revealed to us who they had chosen. It was them. It was them. It was them. They got the promotion. They got more headcount. Everything was great. Okay. So this is how things work in bureaucratic organizations. You need cover, you need buy-in, you need paper trail. This is especially so for the Fed because it's not just that you have other governors, other voters on the committee. You also have to be responsive to Congress. You have to go Fed chair, sit at Humphrey Hawkins, answer all these questions, some of them from people who are not your friends, right? So you can't just stand up and be like, I, Kevin Walsh, first in my name, defender of price stability, declare that the
I, Kevin Walsh, first in my name,
is not good. You have to be able to say, hey, I'm making this big change, but it's just not me, though. I have this huge task force of like 50 people there. You got these big professors, you got these experts, you got these industries people, and some of them, maybe they're Democrats. I didn't ask them, but they probably are. And so
the whole thing's just kind of like a cover up wall so we can make Jurassic decisions.
They all said that, well, the SEC, they all said that the Fed is communicating too much, right? So, I had that sense myself. This is what the right answer was. But, now that they say it, it makes a lot more sense. Got this big report. And so, maybe we don't need an SEP. Maybe we shouldn't even have Fed presidents talk so much. You know what? Maybe we don't even need that many press conferences unless I have something to say. So I think all the task forces is laying the groundwork for huge changes that are coming out to the Fed. And we know there are going to be huge changes because we have public record from Kevin over the past decade. And we also have more news of his recent hires.
So the whole task force thing is just a fucking whatever. Also, if you're on YouTube, there's a lot of YouTube gang rise up. Oh my God, there's a lot of people over there. They're fighting over who's the boss of YouTube gang. And you want to chat Twitch.tv/threadguy. I also want to watch 1 minute of this just so we can understand the Fed a little bit more.
Sector in the rally, which has worked at least year to date?
Well, no, I think what I'm saying is that there are multiple types of commodities. And the reason why commodities have done so well this year at different times is because of the liquidity picture, which was so robust. We've written a lot about this the last 2 weeks, which is we think that between the Fed, the Treasury, and then the deregulation, they've added over $500 billion of liquidity to the system. So the whole rates argument is a sideshow to me. It's just a sideshow. I mean, it's been neutral. Yes, to date, has the Fed been less dovish than expected at the beginning of the year, including me? Yes. Have they been way more dovish on balance sheet? Absolutely. And that has trumped, the negativity. Now, having said all that, multiples have come down this year. Okay, so multiples have come down because we're later in the earnings cycle. We're going to get a peak rate of change in earnings revisions too. So the combination of peak rate of change on earnings revisions, peak rate of change on liquidity tells me that we're in a corrective mode right now.
I guess another way to ask this is, do you expect that Fed Chair Kevin Walsh to pull back some of this liquidity in the face of these pockets of froth, as you call them?
It's already happening. It's already happened. In other words, the path has already been set. We're having a deceleration, or a deceleration on the rate of change of liquidity being provided to the market. That's what the market's picking up on now. The question, which you may or may not answer today, is what are you going to do going forward? Are you going to be active using the balance sheet in helping funding markets stabilize, which is what the last Fed chair did, Jay Powell, which is still there, by the way, so they're probably having a conversation about this. So, I think they will ultimately. Like, in other words, I think the Fed and Treasury will provide more liquidity if they need to. But right now they don't need to because bond volatility is totally under control. Funding markets are totally good. We're seeing issuance of equities and credit being absorbed. So they don't need to do anything right now. Why spend your bullets? But
Recto pocket with the gifted. What the fuck is that?
But and so there's a lesson in that. We kind of need the markets to pressure them to provide more liquidity. And the reason why we need more liquidity is because the economy is booming. Okay, I mean we're growing 7 to 8% nominally. That absorbs a lot of capital. Money supply is only growing 6, so that money's got to come from somewhere.
Do you think that the market could still hit your 8,000 target for the S&P by the year end if you do see a rotation away from some of the hyperscalers, away from some of the semiconductors, given how much they've rallied, given the proportion of them into the entire rally, and given how small the relative economy has gotten in response?
Yes, because I don't expect these stocks to correct more than whatever 5-10%. I mean, they're going to correct and then they're going to come back. Like I don't anticipate that.
Everyone is so bullish. Everybody's so bullish.
This is the end of the AI CapEx cycle or the end of these stocks working. I'm just saying the relative outperformance doesn't make sense to me given the relative earnings revisions in these other areas. And by the way, just a reminder, that happened at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year, these stocks were all underperforming. So, it's just the hot dot becomes all, the attention of the market goes right there. And I like to try and think 6 months in the future. Like I try, my job is to tell you what's going to happen, not what is happening. Okay, that's harder. And so people don't like to do that, but I try to do that. And I'm telling you that I think we're going to get a rotation, but it doesn't.
Rectal Pocket with the 50 gifted. That's a hyper liquid P&L if I've ever seen one. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Kill the bull market.
Damn. 50 gifted, bro. What the fuck?
I want to start with this idea of the equity market going back to levels that.
Thank you, Rectal Pocket. Strive CEO Cole Macro. Oh! Big Rectal. The Hunter gifted. I think he hit height, bro. I think he binked height. Rectal Pocket is nuts. GG on the 50 gifted. Thank you, bro. Strive CEO Ethan Streams. Thanks for the gifted. The one in the face of 100 is just tough, It's like tough to be that guy with the one gifted after 100. It's like, you get a shout out because I'm obligated to give you a shout out, but it's tough, New Strive CEO Cold Macro says today was the most difficult day in the history of digital credit. He claims that what happened today was a leveraged liquidation event, not a deterioration in underlying credit quality. We'll see. We will see, Ethan Macro. We shall see. All right. New topic. God damn it, DNAP. I got to focus, man. Oh my God. What did I just watch? This is their own missile? Dude, how? Jesus. All right, we actually have a war and oil section today that's not focused on Iran. All right, new section. Trump tweets. I'm going to start this section by rehashing something I said in the pit the other day. I said in the pit, if you're in the pit, you guys in the pit, I feel like the pit's been good recently, by the way. Somehow the the guest list is going up. I haven't sent a link out in weeks, and the guest list is going up. The pit right now is awesome. And I was saying this take, and I was just like, look, I don't know who the new joins are. I said this take, and I was like, there's infinite reasons to be bearish right now. We're super extended. PE ratios are unbelievably high. We have Warsh coming in. He's pretty hawkish. Maybe he's going to hike rates. You have war escalation, energy crisis, inflation is bad. Oil could go really high. You have potentially a token crisis at some point where, I don't know, like what happens if Chinese models get the job done for a tenth of the price and you no longer need to pay these massive amounts for Anthropic? What happens to the CapEx spend then? Do these contracts get fulfilled? Do these companies get their money back? Like, what happens to the CapEx spenders, the beneficiaries, everybody in between? Rectal, thanks for the gifted. Like, what happened? There's infinite reasons to be bearish. And there's really only one reason to be bullish. There's two reasons to be bullish. Number one is we're building superintelligence, the greatest technological innovation in the history of the human race. Number two, and way more important than building superintelligence, number two is the president of the United States of America is Donald J. Trump. And there is nothing that Donald Trump cares about other than making stocks go up. Number one, Truth Social post last night. The technology the world relies on was invented in America. We all remember Intel Inside. Stupid presidents took our economy for granted and let Taiwan and others steal our semiconductor factories. They forgot to protect our industries with tariffs. When I won my second term, parentheses, third, actually, it was clear that America needed a semiconductor industry to come back to the USA. We design everything, but we need to build it here now. So I decided to help Intel because we need to design and build our chips right here in America. First, we helped bring in NVIDIA, and they agreed to build their first chips with Intel. Next, Elon agreed to build his Terafab, the largest chip factory in the world, designed together with Intel's technology team. And finally, and by the way, this was news to Apple, or this was news to Intel. Apple has agreed to work with Intel to design and build chips in America. We decided to help Intel in exchange for 10% of their shares. Is that too much or too little? They were worth around $100 billion when we made our offer. Now they are worth over $600 billion. 9 months, and they've increased in value over $500 billion. America's stake is now $60 billion. When was the last time a president made America money? Thank you for your attention to this matter. President Donald J. Trump. The craziest part of this whole post, I think, is we decided to help Intel in exchange for 10% of their shares. Is that too much or is that too little? They added $500 billion of market cap. I mean, it's like, this is a TP Pro. This is a I blasted new highs post. We're beyond taking profits. It's the only thing he cares about is making money in the stock market going up. For most people, that sucks because nobody holds assets. But for us, our little utopic pocket on the deep, deep, deep corner of Twitch with 190 of you, that is the greatest thing you could ever want, ever. Second, he's a pick kind of guy. I agree. I love how much he loves his signature.
Yes. Bravo. Good job. Great job. Bravo.
Oil down, stocks up. Oil down, stocks up. Oil down, stocks up. PPP fuming. Last one and most important one. Stop what you're doing, turn the volume up, listen. This is at G7 yesterday.
So the one thing I didn't want to see is I didn't want to see economic catastrophe. If you kept this going, that could have happened. But all I know is every time we talked about the possibility of peace, the stock market shot up like a rocket ship. It never went down. They didn't like it. The people, you know, the stock market is more brilliant than anybody there is, including the people on the stage, other than me, of course.
He wanted to say including me so bad.
Is more brilliant than anybody there is, including the people on the stage, other than me, of course. Let's see. I don't know. What do you think, Scott? Is the stock market more brilliant than you?
No, sir.
Oh, that's a terrible statement. All right. The stock market is quite brilliant. And every time we said something amazing, like we're going to settle, it would go up. And every time we said something negative, like, guess what, we're not going to be able to settle, it would go down very big, Peter, right? Very, very big. Tells you something. So the one thing I didn't...
You know, like, I feel like we had a lot of fun during war with these tweets where we're like, Trump's watching the charts and he's watching the 15-minute. He is. He is watching every tick in the stock market. You know what's so funny about stocks? Is that I come from crypto. I learned how to trade in crypto. And crypto will just dump 20% in a day for absolutely no reason. No reason. No, nothing happened. Nothing. 20% in a day just because. That's how crypto trades. If stocks are red for 3 consecutive days, they will end a war. They will sign the worst deal that's ever been signed in the history of America with Iran. Give Iran their greatest opportunity in the history of the Middle East, the most prosperous opportunity they've ever had as a country in their existence, just because stocks are down 3 days in a row. That is how much Trump cares about the stock market. And so someone said, I don't know why this is good. By the way, Screwy Louie, I fuck with you. You have some good takes. This is absolutely not good. This is terrible. It's bad. But short term, it's awesome. And I trade. I'm a trader. I care about the markets. It is unbelievable. There will be if Marco Rubio does not win 2028, there will be lawsuits in America for people you didn't even know existed. There will be lawsuits and people going to jail you didn't even know were a thing. You have names you've never heard of, departments you didn't know existed, for laws that no one knew were a thing. There will be arrests and a witch hunt at a level that you've never ever seen. But if Marco Rubio wins 2028, yeah. 4 more years. 4 more. Sorry. But on a serious note, that was serious. But on a focused note, 4 more years. 4 more years. On a more focused note, I mean, look at these posts. These fools who think I haven't been tough enough on Iran when the stock market just hit a record high and oil prices are tumbling down are either jealous, bad people, or stupid. Make America great again. President DJT. And so look, you can come on the TL and you can make this really complicated. You could talk about Warsh. You could talk about rates. You could talk about the housing data. You could talk about open source Chinese. You could talk about the capbacks. You could talk about this. You could talk about that. You could talk about this. You could talk about that. Or you could put two things together and say the president that only cares, the most influential president of all time that only cares about stock market prices and the greatest narrative ever. And I'm just going to trade the latter until I'm forced to not. I was in denial for a while. I'll look at this in a minute. I was in denial for a while, but this is just how it's playing out, man. I'm sorry. And so, yeah, this is, he posted a couple pictures of him and Kim Jong-un as well. This is right after the oil post, he posted this. The mover and the shaker. I mean, it's so blatant. It's bad. It's tough pick, but it's bad. The mover and the shaker is hard. Also, can we look? Wait, Calvin. I decided to start drinking crude oil because it's cheaper than water now. I actually feel bad, bro. A literal tsunami of crude oil, more crude oil than anyone has ever seen before. Going long oil during the biggest energy crisis and oil shortage of all time proves I am retarded. GG. Wait, I'm gonna find my favorite tweet of his ever. No. What? DNAP. This is even better. It was sucking dick for firewood this winter. June 14th. Oh man, I do kind of feel bad for him. All right, what else we got? All right, we do have a couple Trump clips to play as well. It's Trump heavy today. G7 is going on, which the way I understand it is the meeting of the seven most powerful countries in the world, minus Russia and China. And so we have a few Trump. He's like speaking a lot. He's always speaking a lot. He's speaking a lot while he's here. First is about his take on war.
You see the Fed decision, they held rates today. Did you see that?
It's all right. Whatever.
And it looks like they might even raise them later this year. It's up there. Do you have any comment?
It could happen. I mean, it's hard to believe. It just keeps a country down, you know. So it's so unusual. But we have a very good guy over there now, so I'm guided by what he wants. Was this his first time? Yeah, I don't know. I saw a statement. It just came out.
I highly doubt it, he says.
It could happen. I mean, it's hard to believe.
It's hard to believe. He not cutting rates, brother. Or he's not raising rates. Second,
you know,
this is about appears to be open on Iran enriching uranium.
We've been pretty tough on that. You know, it is a little hard though when you say that somebody wants it, other people have it, other adjoining states have it, and you're not letting them have it for purposes of electricity and things like that. It's always a little tough. You have to use a little common sense to please.
Just dropping it in, like, yeah, maybe we'll let them fucking have nuclear weapons, right? Not like that's what we went to the war for. He also talks about how the Iran agreement helped avert a global energy crisis. Calvin was right about this.
Now, if I did the opposite, if I went out and continued to bomb them for another 4, just bomb the hell out of them, I'd get bad press on that. No, there's nothing I can do. But what this does is it allows the ships to go. If we keep bombing, those ships won't be going. And you're talking about $500, $600, $700 million a day. It's a lot of money, a lot of money. That's why the world is okay. It's liquid, it's fine. Also, we run out of reserves in about 4 weeks. You know, there are reserves all over the world, and we would really run out. And there'll be a time when you wouldn't be able to get it. And you want to see bedlam? So for all those so-called geniuses that want to show me how smart they are.
China did screw Calvin. You're right.
Ask them, why didn't they blow up General Soleimani? Ask that of the general and a couple of other people that I like very much, but boy, are they wrong. Go ahead. How about you? I'm going to get bad press. I know that. Now,
there's that. And the last thing is... I don't know about this. So, all right. Now, there's one thing that's alarming here, which is that basically what I am learning is that the deal... First of all, we'll never forget this. The government can kill oil prices whenever it wants. The same thing it could do is it could pump stock prices whenever it wants. We should take both of those very seriously. What I am learning, though, as time goes on here, is that the deal that was signed with Iran is a really bad one for the United States of America. Okay, watch this. Number 9. Ready? It's just tough. It's a tough read, but number 9. Pending the final deal The Islamic Republic of Iran and the United States of America agreed to maintain the status quo. The Islamic Republic of Iran will maintain the current status quo of its nuclear program. And the United States of America will not impose any new sanctions and will not deploy additional forces in the region. Bro, what? The entire reason we went to war with Iran was to stop their nuclear program. And as part of the deal, in exchange for them opening the Strait of Hormuz, which was only closed after we attacked them, is that they get to keep their nuclear program publicly, their enriched uranium. And so, look, I don't know that much about politics. I've never covered a war before. This is my first one. They destroy the uranium, keep the program. This is the first war I've ever covered. I saw this. But it feels like the United States of America has got absolutely mogged in this Iran war, and Iran undeniably won by a landslide. Like, just domination won. Like, huge level of won this war. I mean, they get to keep the program. But yeah, Professor Jang, low-key. What else? Also, yeah, if they get 300, there's no way they're getting $300 billion, though, I fear. How are gas prices where you guys live? I know I ask every once in a while, but I'm curious. Up or down over the last, I don't know, 2 weeks? Are they going down? Are they moving? Have gas prices changed at all? Better? I haven't filled up a car in a long time. I have no idea. Down a bit across the board, right? $1 less than last month. Still bad in Cali. Cali gas was brutal, man. I would pay like $150 to fill up my car. It was insane. I had to get the premium shit too. I used to spend so much money to fill up my car. It was disgusting. What else do I have in here? Also, allegedly, Iran will continue to charge services in the Strait of Hormuz. So there's also a toll, which is... Yeah, you know what's funny about it too is that Trump laid into Obama, Barack Hussein Obama, for giving a couple $100 million to Iran. Bro, the number we're talking about is 300 billion. Billion with a B. $300 billion to Iran. That is like an dude. Trump went on the interview and he said we're not giving 300 million. I don't know where you heard that from. It's like, yeah, it's 300. So you missed a comma. It's B, brother. It's not M. It's B. It's billion with a B. Billion. It's fucking nuts. Also, on the oil thing, what's happening in Russia right now is so crazy to me. Like, I don't even think a lot of people realize this war is still going on. I'm not sure I realized this war was still going on, Russia, Ukraine. But from everything I've read, the understanding was that Russia was going to walk in and they were going to just steamroll Ukraine. And the only thing standing in the way of Ukraine getting steamrolled is the U.S. financing the war. That has, I mean, the tides have, I mean, they're like a total stalemate. Russia can't gain any ground. And this drone warfare concept is like nuclear, no pun intended, to Russia. Like, they are fucking them up, bro, with the drones. I mean, look at these scenes. This is still going on. They're destroying oil refineries. Like, I'm crazy. I'm surprised there hasn't been an oil spike because of this. Think about that as a lot too. I am undeniably like so blessed to live in America. Yeah. So there's other oil tailwinds, I suppose. Look at this. Look at these cars. Look at that. It's not snow. I mean, does anyone here live in Russia? That air has to be disgusting. Wow. Microsoft shareholders sue because the stock is down 20% year to date. Imagine they traded crypto. You have no fucking idea what we've been through. It's really our biggest news. Except there's some AI stuff. I think we covered AI pretty well yesterday. We went over Zipu today. I don't think we're getting Fable 5 back. Doesn't seem like we're getting this back for a while. It also seems like the US government really hates Dario and Anthropic. Like really hates them. And I don't think Anthropic is that much better than OpenAI for them to get away by being this hated. Dude, my entire TikTok right now is aura edits of like my 2 weeks with Fable. I guess I forget how viral this shit is. Look at this. Let me see if I can find them. How do I find it? Oh, I can't. I'm gonna have to set them in the pit now. There's like a lot of TikToks about it. I can't find it though. Damn. Here. I just wish I got to use it. I never even got to try it, and I yearn for something I never had. It's like yearning for my soulmate and never even got to try it. I never even knew what I had. It was live and I could have used it for days and I never even. This is a reenactment of those 5 minutes outside the club with the girl you met smoking a cigarette. How that one night for 5 minutes felt with that one girl you'll never see again smoking cigarettes at the bar. This is what it feels like. Man. I yearn for something I've never even seen. You got to go on one date with the hottest girl you've ever seen and she just died in a freak accident. The die is a little aggressive, but yeah. I never even got to use it. It's the worst part, as I'll never know. We might never. It's the girl you met in the lobby as you're leaving your vacation. It's the girl you made eye contact with in the lobby as you're leaving an overseas vacation. I never even got to try it. I don't even know what I'm missing. I never even got to try it, guys. It's the girl you see on a flight. No. It's the girl you see in the airport as you're boarding the girl that walks by the airport as you're boarding your flight and makes eye contact with you. And you're like, I still think about you. I hope you know. All right, we got like one or two more things. First, Coinbase launched. Coinbase launched something. Let's watch it. That one like 2-week situation shit from COVID. That girl you snapped for like a week during COVID while everyone was locked in your house. All right, Coinbase launched this the other day. Let's up my risk tolerance. Pretty mid. How about this?
Around today at our system update, and I hope you can see how Coinbase is working to update every aspect of the financial system, from trading to payments to AI. On trading, the Everything Exchange now includes pre-IPO perps, stock options, and tokenized equities. We've redesigned Coinbase Advanced and unified our global liquidity. Beyond trading, we're bringing Coinbase One Card to more people, along with crypto-backed mortgages and direct deposit. Coinbase Developer Platform is bringing the benefits of stablecoin payments to businesses everywhere, now with a fully custodial account running on our compliance stack. And we announced private transactions on Base and an upgraded Base app with a new web app, new fiat stablecoins, and support for more assets. And finally, Coinbase is also becoming the financial account for AI. Now, for years, we've been thinking about how AI and finance will intersect. And our thesis is that AI creates programmable intelligence and labor, crypto creates programmable money and markets, and the two complement each other perfectly to create a new agentic economy. So what do we mean by that? Well, today, we typically talk to one agent at a time. But in the future, a lead agent that we're talking to will actually orchestrate hundreds or thousands of other agents, each one specialized to a certain type of task. So they're going to need to pay each other.
Dude, I want an AI agent to scrape Instagram and tell me when this girl archives all the pictures of her boyfriend.
Breeze through paywalls to pay money to various vendors out there, and maybe even raise money someday to get work done, all on our behalf. So at our system update today, you saw us announce 3 key components which enable this AI revolution. The first is Coinbase for Agents. This helps you connect any AI agent to your existing Coinbase account. Second, we put AI directly in the Coinbase app with Coinbase Advisor. And third,
I'm just like not that hyped about the AI finance stuff, you know? Like, I like to use it. I like to use it for my own personal. It very much helps the stream. I'm just like not dying for like AI finance advisor, you know? I don't know. All right, guys, what do we do? First of all, that's stream. Did I miss anything? Coverage today? I think we fucking covered a lot. We covered a good amount of stuff today. We did. We covered a lot today. I didn't cover the World Cup duck. Come on, bro. Come on. Give me a fucking break, dude. Come on, man. Come on, man. What do we do tomorrow? About tomorrow? I'm supposed to have a guest, but I don't know if he's coming on. He's not answering me. Bring old TG back. Come on, dude. It's meme coins in June 2026. Tulip King, what do you think we should do for tomorrow? Also, I don't know if you guys can tell, it's a new mic stand. And New York changed you. It did. It 100% did, by the way. I've definitely different. Guests would be nice. It's been too long. We need another Chris Camillo type. The problem is they're rare. Who do you, what if we do Meme Scope Friday? Meme Scope Friday could be interesting. What if we just like deploy all day tomorrow? We just like start deploying. We do like a battle. We do a Twitch coin and a YouTube chat coin. Whoever can get like higher market cap wins. I tweet the CA, whichever one wins. Are there more blue hair people in New York or LA? Definitely LA. I fuck with the blue hair, by the way, but definitely LA. Two winners, most deployed dev and highest market cap reached. Definitely LA, by the way. Has anyone gone to a World Cup day? A World Cup game? Dude, I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. Everyone submit a one-page thesis on a trade they like. Dude, that would be so fun. If everyone did that, that would be so fun. I don't know. I might cancel stream tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I might go on a date. Should I go on a date tomorrow? What if everybody submitted a one-page trade idea that they like? Real. Wait, I like chat day. Yeah, but chat doesn't like chat day. Oh, chat trade day? Yeah, that'd be lit, by the way. Chat trade day would be really fun, but everyone's gonna give me some GPT slop. The guy always be going on dates. We should watch the PTJ doc on stream. I don't think y'all are ready for that. To be honest, are you guys really ready? I don't think people want that. Like, how many of y'all really care about the financial history I bring to the table? You know, when I come here and I'm talking about market wizards, how many people really care about the history I bring? You know, I don't know. That shit is interesting. I can never tell. Not during trading hours. I agree. That's after hour stuff. Yeah, it is. We like it a lot. I can never tell what you guys like. I kind of just do what I feel like doing. You can't write a one-page thesis on a trade without GPT. You're the problem. I know. By the way, I started doing this thing like where I wear suits out now. I don't know what else. I only wear dress clothes out. It's like my new bit is I'm best dressed. I wear this shit outside. It's pretty crazy. Can you pull LA, New York, and Miami for the basketballs? I think Miami has the hottest people. All genres. Show the full fit. What's the shoes? I took them off. I take them off usually. I take them off and I untuck my shirt when stream starts. So I do like 2 seconds. I got these loafers on. Do you lift in the fit? No. No. Whoa. TV, I think you'll be the best market analysis person for the new generation of people looking to invest. I love watching your streams. Thank you, bro. Wow. Thanks. By the way, I think so too. I think this shit's gonna be huge, what we do. I think we're a little bit niche, and we intentionally sacrifice virality for focus. Because I would rather make 10M trading than I would like to have 3, 4, 5x viewers, you know? I agree. Why do you think I'm here? I don't even trade crypto. Yeah, crypto is like a little like thing that we talk about. You should have way more viewers. No, but we have the thing is we have quality viewers. That's the thing. It's niche and it's good. It's fun niche. I know everyone in the chat. I know everyone in the pit. I know what the chatters hold. Think about that. Think about how many streams we've done where I know people hold. I know Proof of Work 69 is long oil and he shouldn't be. I know Greg like cut Oracle for a loss and he's happy he did. I know Wavy 80 likes Take Two. I like it too. It's kind of sick, dude. The thing it's missing is what's basic net worth? The only thing it's missing is advanced technical analysis. I'm not really a TA guy though. I'm not a short-term trade guy either. I'm not like a micro scalp kind of guy. So I'm not really like huge TA guy. You made me buy Take Two. No, you made yourself buy Take Two. Can I get the pick link? What do I hold? Do you still hold that little are you just been in here chilling? You still hold that thing that builds the like tractors that cut down data centers or whatever? It ripped. I usually just day trade NQ and ES. Should I send a pit link? I should. INOD. Yeah, maybe I will send it to that brother. I feel like he deserves it. There's no one even in here. Chill. It's chill right now. Let everybody leave. Yeah, we just chatting. See? Come on. Yeah, easy is underrated. Always. Easy been underrated. I'll send a little pit. I think the pit's been pretty good recently. I'll give you a little link. Why not? YouTube gang, y'all blow me because I gotta neglect YouTube gang a little bit because you guys are in there 80 deep every day, 80 deep every day, and I'm like, if that 80 was on Twitch, I would feel so good about myself, but I don't because you're just like chilling in YouTube. No chat, you're in there chatting. Hey. Bong in stuff. Bong stuff. I'm already, he goes, I'm already in. These are posers. Bong stuff. Come to Twitch. I want to talk to you, bro. He low-key runs YouTube gang. Come over here. Come to Twitch real quick. I want to talk to you, bro. Come over to Twitch real quick, Bong. I see you in there all day. You low-key run YouTube gang. But it's like, it blows me, man. I'm joining YouTube next stream. No, don't do this. I was YouTube gang one time. He's like the leader. I knew you were growing because the Zeke cell. Old TG, when I personally made it his go, I was close. YouTube gone. No, bro. By the way, you see knowledge check? Yeah, that's Zipu. That's Zipu. That's Zipu. YouTube better. I legit can't watch. Twitch hates me. Dude, make a new account. Come on, bro. I want to talk to you because I feel like you have some takes. But only 4 people joined the pit. The red calls for me. Crown Santa, let's get going to YouTube. Come on, bro. Dude, YouTube viewers are going up right now. Stop. 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 Have you been watching World Cup? I did. I watched Colombia yesterday. It was awesome. Colombia yesterday was awesome, dude. And Uzbekistan. I think it's probably one of the better Uzbekistan teams in quite a few years. I would argue. It's definitely one of the better lineups in a while. So Uzbekistan, I think could be make a little run. Outside of that, I don't got much. Dude, stop with the fucking Merlin duck, dude. I'm not buying fucking meme coins, man. Stop. Dude, they're Twitch gang converted. Guys, stop. You're monetized, you get paid from both. Must I be initiated into the pit? Yeah, sure, dude. Here. The fact that you make me reply to this is nuts. You could just scrolled up, but I fuck with you, bro. I know. It's like guy who finally sold Asteroid is like bullish on Merlin the duck. It's like, bro. I hope it goes up though. Sent it his first loss today in a year and a half. What does that even mean? What do you mean his first loss in a year and a half? First losing day. How much did he lose? Send me can you send me his like P&L? Can we look at his daily? I saw it. Show me. Sounds like he didn't buy Merlin. Wait, send me the link to his like P&L card for every day. Not much. It was 1.8K only. Yeah, buddy, we must be using different type of currencies, huh? Not much. Fuck. Here it is. Thank you. First red day in a year and 4 months. Is he like big on TikTok? He is, right? I've been getting kimchi edits all over my TikTok with like 50K likes, bro.
Scented needs to be stopped. This guy has made 7,800 SOL within the last 30 days, which equivalents to around $600,000. He makes on average around $10,000 to $15,000 a day trading meme coins. But there's a huge debate going on in the meme coin space talking about if he's a scammer or a rugger. But there's also a lot of people who say that he's literally the best trader on chain, even putting him better than Cupsy. What do you guys think about Scented?
Dude, this was on my feed today. I swear this was on my feed today. Is it bad I know every person in this?
The studio. Oh, yo, this smells like shit, though.
I'm buying that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Cindy just walked up at me.
You front ran scented. You front ran scented, bro.
Alright. Yo, wait. Are only me and Angel in this? The studio.
Bro, you don't like. Why are you buying 10 Soul at 10K market cap? Like that is like, that's just like, why not just buy 2%? You know?
It's kind of like if you see the opportunity to make money, you're just gonna grab it. You know what I mean?
The reason.
The best traders that you guys see trading meme coins
Who's this? Who's this?
Usually esport pros, and I will explain it right now.
Your total P&L. Why do you? Yeah, were you depressed?
I'm not skipping Raspberry. I just want the edits.
Like I used to get like over 1,000.
Who's your favorite besides Rug? You don't have to say me either.
Hey, Scented, would you beat these Fortnite pros in a 1v?
What was the first thing you've ever found out
You know
about?
who has crazy, like, is in crazy TikToks? Is Kimchi. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. Fuck. What do I do? Fuck. What do I do? Here we go. Couple more reels, bro, please. Wait, you actually want more reels right now? Seriously? Are you trolling me or no? Fine. Shams?
This is where you get real busy.
What happened to my screen?
Everybody. This is where I get.
What happened? What happened? What happened?
This is where I get real busy. This is where you get real busy.
Sit here 15 hours a day. Me and Cupsy.
So anyone who doesn't know, me and Kimchi, go way back. Been training together for a while now. And let's join our friends Discord and see what's going on.
Yeah, my boy got that chrome parts on.
You know him? Look at the fit. Look at the fit.
Wait, he's got the chrome?
Of course, bro. Chrome uniform, bro. Show him this.
Hey, what did he just say?
Uniform, bro.
Chrome uniform, bro.
Show Cupsy the center.
Yo, look at. Yeah, no, Dev. That's his name.
Can you like?
Yeah,
say
yeah.
this?
Hey. Whoa.
I love crypto, man. This shit. Well.
Hey.
Here yours again.
Round 2?
Round 2.
Just got
Catch up, but I'm taking his jewelry. Catch up, but I'm taking his jewelry. Wait.
This is classic college kid right here.
Yeah, it's so frat.
No, I have one of those in my college house. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I had a graveyard in my college house for sure, dude. For fucking sure. For sure, I had one of these. Except it was weak bottles. Like it wasn't. There was no Clase Azul on the fucking graveyard. It was like Whatever.
A lot of these guys are super young kids.
You were. All right, we're here at the crib, sir.
Do a little tour. This is like.
Who is this?
This is like the living.
We're here at the crib, sir.
Do a little tour.
Who is this? Ethan Prosper? I don't even know who that is. Prosper? Ethan Prosper. Ex-quant analyst, meme coin sniper. It's a crazy combo. He needs to be put down as nuts. Come on, dude. Oh, is he muted? Oh, he is muted. Why did I mute him? Has he ever tweeted at me? Never once?
I get it, I get it. In the cold, I'm still getting rich. You can't deny me now. I'm too fucking lit. Let's go.
Raise Mega just.
I get it. She
And then I moved here for college.
This 21-year-old college frat boy makes
It's not just like orangey videos.
$5,000 a day just by trading meme coins. This there was a night where this coin comes out. I see it on new. There was this coin called the like 50K.
Every video.
In theory, what? So just to
just kept running it. And last year, my friends started. What are you driving right now?
I'm driving a 911.
Oh shit! Can we check it out?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
I can't hate
Before we head out, like, when did you start trading meme coins?
I started trading. I started.
This is what I will say though.
How much are you making like a month? You'd say.
Leading up to like November.
Nobody hits like Cupsy, bro. Pause. Damn, Court. Oh my god, really? Why is it pumping? What the? No way. No way. I want one really bad. I want one bad. I need one. Cuphead, no. Cup C. This still might go, bruh.
Wait, will the millionaire please step forward? Oh! Who are you? Can we get the mask off?
No, right? That's not Cup C. Is it? It's in Centos.
We actually I'm not even trolling. During
this was like peak era, bro. This is late. This actually isn't even peak era. Look at this every day.
We actually went on like a 2-week trip.
You know what's something the crypto?
Others do coin like you're on
Aha!
We literally just want a one-to-one deploy and
Oh. Are you fucking serious?
What's your dream job? What do you want to do when you grow up?
I'm gonna be a doctor.
Yeah. How much do you want to make?
I'm gonna make
Who do you think the best trader all time is versus the best trader right now?
I'd say the best trader all time for me, the GOAT, Cupsy.
Oh my god.
What, bruv? Cupsy, what are your tips for something?
At what point, like, why are you still trading 16 hours a day? Even if it's anywhere remotely close to 25 million, how and why are you still trading 16 hours a day? And is there a point where you stop? Like, is it just for money? Is it for the love of the game? Like, why are you still doing it?
I mean, it's both, because, like, you know, it is love of the game, because it...
Hey guys, Cupsy hasn't traded. Can we do filters?
He's fucking Cupsy, bro. It's different. Go on vacation together.
Do you want to know how down bad the market is? Cupsy is going to be trading NASDAQ futures by the end of next year.
They were really handing out M's back then, by the way, Greg. They were.
Can someone buy Tyler for me? Thank you. Just. Oh, thank you. Cupsy. Oh, Cupsy, you're watching. Hey, Cupsy. Could you just a little more, Cupsy? Tyler. Cupsy's watching, I guess. Hey.
You mock Cupsy? I don't.
Or how should a new trader focus like their time?
And then we got fucking the other PvP
This was a fun era, bro. Rising on the chart.
shit.
I used to come in there and buy some candles a little bit.
I'll tell you right now, bro. Dude, you don't trench 24/7 like fucking Senate or DV, bro. That's literally so fucking brain dead, dude. If you have one or two bad trades, bro, I literally got off my fucking setup, bro. Like, I'll literally trade for like 30, 45 minutes, maybe even an hour, hour and a half, bro. And if shit's dead, I'm getting off my fucking PC. Like, I'm gonna go shower or something. But usually when I wake up in the morning, I'll hop on, I'll scan for maybe like an hour or two, bro. And if I make decent money, you know,
let me ask you this, Cupsy. If you started,
I can tell you right
I know, but like, you're
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Why the fuck would I trade when I could just dev with a zero risk and infinite upside?
No way Cordy's tagging me right now, this little fucker. Where? To Trini Lake. Aura. No. Bruh. Oh, this little fucker. Can you explain the process real quick? What process do you want to know? Happy to. Like, explain whatever you want. The day in the life of meme coin trader? Okay. Do you know what meme scope is? Do you know what meme scope is? Let me see if I can Greg, I don't want to do this. I feel bad. You're like a trad fight guy. Do you know what memes, Greg, do you know what meme scope is? I have an idea. Okay. I'll show it to you. This might be a really bad idea actually, but let's see what I can do. Okay. So basically, Greg, all right, I'm gonna do my best to explain this. To chat, you tell me if I'm doing a good job. I haven't opened Axiom in so long. How do I just do purely new pairs? It doesn't even work. How do you do like just purely new pairs? Pulse. Thank you. Thank you. All right. This is the first time I've done this scope in a long time. All right, let me just give you like a quick primer. Basically, fuck, should I just like give some lore? All right, should I just give some lore real quick? All right, let me give you some lore. All right, let me give you some lore. So, crypto was this glorious 2021 bull run. Starts with the invention of like DeFi and like food farms. Like DeFi comes out for the first time. Everyone's like farming these like Ponzi's of these like, you know, 4-figure APY, stake to earn. They're like farming these fucking Ponzi's. It goes crazy. Everybody realizes DeFi is cool for the first time in 2020. 2021 is like retail mania, where NFTs like take over the world. And so Bored Apes go to $500,000 per ape. Punks go to 500K. You get this crazy NFT cycle. Bitcoin goes crazy, makes it to all-time high. ETH almost hits 5K. And you get like 2-3 years of like mania. Every celebrity is dropping an NFT. Like everyone's in crypto. All Justin Bieber has a Bored Ape PFP. Like it's retail mania. Metaverse land. Facebook rebrands to Meta. It's like it just like takes over the world culture. And then 3AC blows up. Then Luna blows up. Then Celsius is insolvent. Then SVB is insolvent. And then FTX blows up. And then they hike the fuck out of rates. And then crypto just dies a slow, miserable, really fast, bloody death. And so we're basically living through 2023. And it was really dead. 23 was like the most dead it had ever been. I was really young too. Like I dropped out of college. I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. And I mean, we were dead, bro. It was dead. And this coin, so meme coins were a thing. Like Dogecoin was a thing, but it was like hard to launch meme coin back then. It took like a technical understanding of how smart contracts work and how to seed liquidity and how an LP works. It was not easy to launch meme coins. And so there weren't very many of them. There really were not very many of them. Dogecoin was the famous one, but there's like were not that many meme coins. And so late 2023, so Solana was also dead, by the way. I'm going to miss a bunch of context, but just do your best to stick with me. Solana goes from an all-time high of $260 to $8. Solana's dead. Everything's dead. It's like it's over. January 23, it's over. Deep in 2023, at the bottom of the bottom of the bear market, there was nothing. Somebody launched Pepe coin on ETH. Pepe meme coin. And just from the depths, it just goes fucking hundreds of millions, billions of dollars of market cap, like very, very quickly. And then all of a sudden, there is this run of meme coins. And they started to launch on Solana as well. At the same time that Pepe happened, there was this company, I don't know, Bonk. I don't know exactly. I think they were involved with the Solana Foundation. I don't know. But basically at the same time as Pepe, there's this massive airdrop to anyone that's ever used Solana, got like free Bonk tokens. And Bonk starts, one of the earliest meme coins starts going crazy at the same time. And so Pepe on ETH is going nuts. Bonk on Solana is going nuts. And then they launch Whiff. So this is the timeline. Pepe, Bonk, both going crazy. Oh yeah, Bonk was an airdrop. If you held this, if you bought a Solana phone, you got Bonk for free. That's what happened. And then Whiff gets launched on Solana. The dog has a hat. And so these things are just going up like thousands and thousands of percents. And so what happens in January 24? So we kind of go into 24 and things are hot. But like, if you know, you know. Everyone's like, meme coins are stupid. January 2024, this app launches on Solana. It's called Pump.fun. Okay. And basically what Pump.fun does is it takes launching a meme coin from being this technical lift, developer skills, coding skills required, into a commodity. Put in a name, put in a description, add a profile picture, click launch. We could launch a coin right now in 10 seconds. Put in a name, put in a ticker name, put in whatever, and then click launch. And their really novel mechanism was, one, the ability to launch at the snap of a finger. And then two is they like pioneered the bonding curve. And so you no longer had to worry about liquidity and like seeding the LP and like how much they like invented this bonding curve mechanism. I don't know how to go that deep on it. That basically like systemized how to launch a meme coin. They all launched the exact same. The bonding curve like worked. If you couldn't like buy 50% because like price would get really expensive really fast. So it sort of at first sort of democratized like access. And it started out kind of slow with Pump. I'll never forget the first time I saw Pump Fun, January 2024. It started out kind of slow. Pepe was going, Whiff was going, Bonk was going. And then early 24, all of a sudden, there was just this. I want to say at the end of summer. It was kind of slow through the summer. Summer was really dead. And then in October 2024, it was like AI coin started. And then there was just this fucking pop at a level that was, man, for like 6 months straight, the back half of 24, it was like unreal. And so the name of the game, if you were trading, was you would sit here on this thing called Meme Scope. That look, God, they don't even launch coins that fast anymore. This thing used to go, it doesn't even, they don't even launch coins anymore. It's crazy. You would sit here on this thing called Meme Scope. It was a new invention. And it would just be 100,000 coins a day. All these are just new coins. They're all at like 2K market cap. I didn't even know you could go this low, $400 market cap. And it's just like endless. There was hundreds of thousands of coins a day, every day. Hundreds of thousands. Most of them were zero, but you would get many 10 mil, 100 mil. There was quite a few coins with multiple hundreds of millions, billion-dollar coins, and you buy these things at like literally zero. And so during AI season, you had GOAT coin went from 0 to like 1.5 billion. You had AI16Z went from 0 to like, I should probably get off this, by the way. They're gonna get banned. AI16Z went from 0 to many billions. Cerebro went from 0 to a billion. AIXBT went from 0 to a billion. And then for every coin that went to a billion, there was like 100. There was like 50 that went to 100 mil. There were hundreds that went to 50 mil. There were thousands, felt like, that went to 10 mil. Kanye did drop. And so it was crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier. And then Donald Trump launches a meme coin on Solana. And it goes from $1 billion to $78 billion in a straight line over 48 hours. In a straight line. $1 billion market cap was basically the first time you could buy it, to $78 billion in a straight line. No red candles. Straight line. You could have bought it with infinite size. As much 78B. Yeah. I mean, look. I'll show it to you. It was, to this day, it was the craziest day of my life. I'll never forget exactly where I was, exactly what I was doing, exactly what I did. I'll never forget I could rehash that day over and 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 over. Let me find, I can't even find a chart. All right, look. Is this the best chart? Fuck my life. Why can't they don't even have like a good pair on here. Coinbase maybe? No. Why can't I Dex screener, I guess? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Thank you. All right, look at this. Haven't cracked a smile since Melania dropped. All right, look. We'll go 15 minutes. It's gonna take a while to get back here. Oh no, I'm not gonna make it on 15 minutes. Wait, let's go 4 hours. Let's go 1 hour. It's probably a way better way to do this, but I'm a little bit fried. All right, ready? No, I think this is the right chart. Yeah, look. Okay, look. I guess FDV went to 75, but this is circulating. Yeah, circulating. It might not show you first ticks. It's not going to show first ticks. Yeah, it doesn't. But basic idea is hourly. This thing launches. Numbers are off. It launches and it just, bro, it just goes up in a straight line. It's 78 billion, I think, was the actual tick. You're on a meteor pole. Yeah, it's a bad chart, but it went up in a straight line for 48 hours. And there was many, I mean, bro, I remember getting on people calling me with an unrealized P&L number that was more money than just, I mean, there was many 9-figure P&Ls on this. There was many 9-figure P&Ls on this, 8-figure P&L, like just like numbers that would make you like vomit. And it goes up only for 2 days, and everyone's losing their mind. And who do you know cashed out the most? Not me. Kimchi had a huge one that I know of. It's like a weird thing. I don't want to like. How did this all lead to me seeing a TO for the first time, making an apology? Oh fuck. Oh God. All right. Oh man. Okay. Where do I even go from here? First of all, it wasn't an apology. Fuck, I'm just like trying to figure out like how can I tell you this story without spending 30 minutes on it. Yeah, so there is this. Fuck. All right. Okay, so I'll give you the quickest context I can possibly give. Basically, after Trump launched, actually, let me check a date. When was the Super Bowl? Yeah, okay. All right, watch. Okay. So, I'm going to give you the quickest story I can. Maybe one day we'll do a full lore stream, but I'll give you the quickest context I can. So, basically, after Trump launches, it wasn't like over right away. Like Melania coin happened next, and the market didn't just like die. And so everybody was basically convinced that there was going to be this president country meta. Okay, if Trump can, because but prior to Trump, you got to keep in mind like Gary Gensler was the chairman of the SEC, and people weren't even sure if it was legal as a United States citizen to launch a crypto token. Like it was not obvious that that was the case. Trump launches it. Okay, I guess it's legal. And so everyone was basically convinced that there was going to be this country meta. Okay, so on the night of the Super Bowl, which is also Valentine's Day, a coin is launched from the president of Central African Republic. They have a World Cup team or no? Central African Republic. And the token is called CAR. The GDP of is 3.5 billion, and population is 5.7 million. It's tiny. It's like this tiny, really poor country in Africa. President launches a token, makes a couple tweets, and then within like, I don't know, 3 hours, it goes to a couple hundred mil, 3 hours, deletes the tweets, token goes to zero. And so basically what happened at the moment, I don't think we fully realized what happened, but basically like TLDR is, I guess it lasted a couple days. Whatever. TLDR is a couple Solana kids probably got into contact with the president of Central African Republic and said, hey, make this tweet and we'll pay you like $3 million or whatever. They launch it. They keep 10, 15% of the supply. Goes really high. Wait a little, dump on everybody. And so, God, this is like such a long, brutal story. So basically after that, we went into full rug season, okay? Where any celebrity, any politician, anyone that has any motion at all that you can convince to tweet a pump fund CA, you could make a couple $1 million off of them. Just like that. If you're willing to scam people and, you know, yeah. So we were basically in this, what country is going to launch next? Meta, if you will. Speculating on what country is going to launch next. And so it was like the next day. Wait. It was the next day. Whoa. I didn't really realize that. Yeah, okay, so it was 2 days later. So, okay, so car rugs goes to 0. And then on this meme scope thing, for the next, like, 2 days on this meme scope thing, everyone is just buying Argentina coins. They're buying every country, but everyone's buying random Argentina coins and they're ripping them. 500K, 0. 500K. They're all like ripping. Everyone's launching and buying random Argentina coins. Okay. And so everyone's like trying to speculate on like. Wait, let me turn this off. Okay. So everyone's buying random country coins, all types, Australia, whatever. The one that people are buying, yeah, someone figured out the name of Ansem's cat, launched a coin, it went to like 150 mil. That's how crazy it was. So everyone's buying random country coins, and the coin that they're buying the most is Argentina. That coin is getting bought and sold like 20, 30, 40, 50, like a lot of these coins going to 500K, a couple mil dead, a couple mil dead. And so everyone's in these, in trench chats on Twitter, we're at Discord, speculating like who's going to launch next. And there sort of was just like this vibe, like, yeah, everyone keeps buying fucking Argentina coins. And so it was Valentine's Day, and I was streaming, and I was about to interview Santiago, and he never got his interview. The founder of Meebits just got acquired. He just bought Meebits, like a dead NFT project. And he's in the waiting room, and he's about to come on stream, and he's in the waiting room waiting for me to join. And everyone in my chat, bro, I had 75 people in the stream. Everyone in the chat is like, Libra token, Libra, 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 Libra. And I'm like, what? And I open Memescope, and I see this Libra coin at like 250 mil. And I'm like, what? What? And I like run to Twitter, and I see a tweet from Javier Milei, and he's like, launch the official like Argentina coin or whatever. And so I text Santiago, I say, we're not doing an interview. I open my computer and I start like blasting this coin. And because the thing about Trump that like set this up to be such a brutal follow through is that the lesson from Trump was like, close your eyes, throw your net worth in this thing, and don't touch it for 3 days. That was like the lesson that you learned from Trump. Close your eyes, buy it with your net worth, don't touch it for 3 days. And so it sort of like sets up the ultimate rug ever, right? And so he like posted this website that looked really sus. And it was like, the website was like, Libra coin. You can probably still find it in the Wayback Machine. Libra coin to like enrich small businesses in Argentina and like fun, like Argentina is huge. Argentina, we looking up on street. I mean, I'll never forget. It's like the 7th biggest country by GDP in the world. It's not car. It's like huge. And no, the VOD's deleted, and I'll tell you why the VOD's deleted. And so let me get to the story, then we'll end stream. It's good lore for the new heads. There is a YouTube video of it somewhere. And so I start slamming this coin. Change the title, all on stream. There's probably some people here that were here for that stream, the whole thing. If you were here, you remember very vividly. I start slamming the coin, and it's going up really high, and all of a sudden the viewer count is like, there's 200 people, there's 500, there's 750 people, there's 1,000 people, there's 1,500 people, there's 2,000 people in the stream, and I'm live trading it. I'm calling people. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? At some point, it just stalls, and it feels weird. And then he like has the tweet pinned. He unpins it. Then he like deletes a tweet. And then the whole thing just starts to like, this doesn't feel right. And so I sold my coins. It was my biggest loss on a Solana, second biggest loss. $250,000 to the dome. And everyone's like pretty depressed in the stream. Token starts going down, only red. He deletes the tweets, and it starts setting up to be like the big, one of the biggest rugs like ever. And then at the very end of the stream, this is why you saw a video of me. At the very end of the stream, I was doing like a recap for a YouTube video. And I like made this comment about how there had been like rumblings on chain, as in people buying Argentina coins leading up to this launch. And I do the story, I tell the whole story, recap for a YouTube video, trying to get motion on YouTube and the stream. And then I get off stream and there's this like clip, and it's like Scooter, and it's like breaking, like threadguy admits he had insider info about threadguy admits he had insider info on like Argentina coin, whatever, breaking, And I like see this clip, and it has like 1,000 views, and I'm like, oh my god, like, but I always get clipped saying dumb shit. Like, I get clipped all the time. I see the clip, and I'm just like, ugh. Like, y'all think this is bad? And everyone's like, bro, everyone watched the stream. But the thing about everybody watched the stream, this only happened one time ever. It's only happened one time ever. We're at the very end of the stream, near the end. People send links in here, and I click them all the time. Well, there's 2,200 people in here, and they were sending dumb shit. And I had my screen open, and somebody sends a link. If you were there, you remember this. Someone sends a link. I open it, and it's like a Pornhub link to like a gay porn video. And I show it on the stream. And I'm like, oh my god. It's like a 30-day ban on Twitch. 30-day ban. If you show it on Twitch. And I'm like, bro. It was like really graphic too. And so I'm like, fuck, man, I gotta like end the stream. And so I did. I ended the stream. I restarted it right away. If you were there, you remember. And then I said my little like YouTube video recap. And then I got off. And then the next 24 hours basically was like, I mean, just everybody got destroyed, myself included. Everybody just got destroyed on this token. And so there was this like a communal crash out of who do we blame. The guy who orchestrated the whole thing was not really known day one, Hayden. Like, it wasn't really known until like down the line. And there was not very many public people in crypto, especially not then, that streamed. The streaming thing like wasn't really a thing yet. No one was like streaming Meme Scope yet. That was like a later stage thing. I was the streamer, and I had this clip that like got the caption, and it just like, bro, I mean, it just fucking like turned into like, I mean, I went to bed and I'm like, ugh, it's bad, but it can't be as bad as my, it's bad out of context, can't be as bad as my trade. And I just like woke up in the morning to like 500 missed phone calls. Like, you have no idea, dude. Woke up in the morning to like Argentinian news outlets are calling me, like you have no, bro. It was like insane. Like I don't want to. It was nuts. It was nuts. 500 phone calls. Like every tweet. Threadguy. Da 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 da. I always trusted him, and this like broke my trust. Da da da. It just was like for 3 days. It just got like it's like yeah. It was nuts. For 3 days, it got crazier and crazier. Every day for 3 days, I go to bed and be like, all right, well, at least it can't get worse tomorrow. And then I wake up tomorrow and it's like 10 times worse. And I was like, all right, fuck, like that. That's the bottom. And then it's 10 times worse. And then finally the whole thing, like, so I didn't say anything. I didn't say a thing for like 3 days because I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What do you want me to say? Like, I have a story. It had nothing to do with any of this. Like, what do you want me to do here? I also was like, fuck you guys. Also, I was up. I printed on Trump. I was up, bro. I'm like, fuck you guys. Like, what the fuck? I did nothing. Fuck you guys. I'm done. So I didn't do anything, say anything for a couple days. You know about Trump launching, bro? What are you insane? If I knew about Trump launching, I would have made so much money. Then you disappeared and came back at the all-time highs of stock and became a TradFi guy because the Fed scared you. You're like 2 years later. And I don't know what I don't even know what I have. Okay, so the blow off top was like Hayden goes on a live stream with Dave Portnoy. It's like, this is just a crazy era, bro. And was like, unprompted, was like, oh, by the way, everyone keeps asking me like about threadguy. Like, I don't even know who that is. Stop asking about, I don't even know who that is. Stop asking about this guy. And then so I got off. After that, I'm like, all right, thank you, bro. Fuck my life. And so I got off, and then I just like recorded a video in the backyard, and I'm like, look, I've been here all day, every day for 5 years. Had infinite opportunities to do whatever and have the cleanest reputation in crypto. And so I implore anyone to go through, it's all public. Every transaction I've ever made, anything I've ever said, ever done, all my live streams, anything I've ever, if anyone can go back and find something that I did wrong or had anything even remotely to do this, Zach X, whoever, any on-chain salute, whatever, I'll delete it. I'll wipe the Twitter account. I'll be done. I'll be fucking out of here. But unless you can find that, every one of you suck my fucking dick. Fuck you and fuck you. And all these people that went on and took the opportunity to like kick me in the face when I did nothing wrong because you had an in and I was untouchable before that. Fuck you too. Fuck you too. And I just like ripped the video. It was from the heart. I did a couple takes. I did one take on the OBS. It didn't feel right on the OBS. And I just ripped the video. And then after that, it was like, oh, like W threadguy. He's always been good. He's always I'm like, yeah, fuck you guys. I thought I was gonna be done. I thought I was never gonna stream again. Just because I was like, man, this place is so I was like, this place is toxic, man. This crypto, it's just like it was a toxic wasteland. I was like, I'm done. And so I just like stopped tweeting. I went to Hawaii for a little bit. I went to Hawaii for a little bit. It was really fun. I went solo to Hawaii for a while, which was really fun. I went home for a while. I just like did nothing. And then I thought to myself for a while, what do I want to do with my life? I thought about maybe I was going to go work at a VC. Then I was like, seems boring. I thought maybe I could work at a hedge fund. Seems kind of boring. And then I really thought about it and was like, what do I want to do with my life? And I'm like, man, the only thing I want to do with my life is I want to trade. I want to get the best in the world at trading. And then after a little bit of that, I thought to myself, I want to stream it as well. Because I think there's a need. As I'm trying to get the best in the world of trading, I'm like, there's nobody to watch. And I'm like, man, what the opportunity we have here is so unbelievably large. And there was a couple people, there was enough of a group where I'm like, man, our community fucking rocks too. The pit. It wasn't the pit yet, but it was it didn't have a name. It didn't have a name. And so I just was like, you know what? I'm bringing it back. And I'm going to trade what I want to trade. I'm going to get good because I want to get good. And the people that want to come along, they're going to enjoy the ride, man. They're really going to enjoy the ride. And so we started it back up. We did 3 interviews a day for 3 months. And then I realized I'm fucking bored of these interviews, man. I want this to be like a solo thing, solo community thing. We don't need to do these fucking 100 interviews a day. And so we start going solo, and then 1010 happens. And then we start talking about bigger caps. And then we start talking about metals. And then we start talking about oil in geopolitics and Iran war. And then we start talking about stocks and semis and AI. Now we watch earnings calls and FOMC, and we're going to make 10M in liquid markets and be the biggest community in the world. So basically my life story. I don't know. I gave you kind of a short version. It probably could have done some more color to make it seem, just to add more context. But I don't know, man. I learned some shit about myself in that era. I really did, because it really sucks to have something taken from you, but then it really sucks to have something taken from you when you feel like you had nothing to do with it, when it was out of your control entirely. You really learn, you really find it, because it's sort of those are the moments, you know what I mean? Not on some whack shit, but it's like those are the moments where it's like, what are you gonna do? What do you got? Honestly, what do you got? You know, it's like you're sitting here and you're like pitying yourself, like, oh, people are, they're mean to me and like da 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 da. They don't care about me. But then it's like, yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. It was a real like anime turning point. Like, what do you got? Honestly, what do you got? It's like, okay, bet you want to make $10 million trading and you don't think you're gonna fucking blow up your port 5 times first? Really? You don't think you're gonna blow up first? No. And so it's in those spots where it's like, what do you got, man? So yeah, you learn a lot. You keep a couple homies close. You find a Malcolm who convinces you to start Counterparty, and you love your life again. And yeah, and Elliot's I've been working with Elliot for 3 years. Never seen his face. And so, yeah, man, that's my fucking life story. And so I end that, and I look at you and I ask you, what do you got? How bad do you want this, man? Because I look around and I'm like, did I miss roll call? First chat. I love you. That's so funny. I look around at our competition and I'm like, man, I've met some of the best traders in the world over the last couple years. Some of the best traders in the world. And I look around and I'm like, I don't know. They're solid. They're not bad. They're cool. But what? But what, man? But what? But what? We're here at bro, 6 hours a day before the stream starts. And then we come on here for 3 hours a day. We go over everything, bro. But what? Who's doing that? Nobody's doing that. And so I ask you, man, what the fuck do you got? Honestly, what do you got? It's like, the thing about trading, I believe, is that it's just an hours game at this stage. It's just an hours game.